anything done to TSP or anything like that, talk to Sunny, and she will tell me promptly to get on it. And also, make sure you're following her because she's just a fucking awesome person.
Yeah, Sunny's awesome. Thanks, guys. If anybody who's a believer who wants to request, there's a button on the bottom of the screen. Let's have a conversation with my beard and my Rick Sanchez hat.
I do like your hat a lot.
Yeah, my nephew didn't like it. He said it was too big, and it's too big for my head, but I think it fits me better than a 14-year-old, so it works.
If there's a line. I don't know what you mean by that, Tahir. What do you mean by there's a line? And if you're over on the Deconstruction Junction YouTube, go over to Secular Perspective and give it a thumbs up and a subscription because it helps our channel and we can continue to. Oh, there's a line for Sunny. Absolutely. Go over, hit the thumbs up, do the subscribing thing. That helps the channel, helps us to get more people in here to discuss with us, and it's more entertaining for everybody. So either that or you have to hear me and my friend Tiny here just jibber jabber all night, and that's nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So
not even
if you're
me.
a Christian, come up. Let's have a conversation. All we want to talk about is the difference between a theistic worldview and a secular worldview, and it doesn't matter if it's anything but direct politics. We can talk about sexual orientations. We can talk about trans rights. We can talk about all sorts of different things. Oh, I scratch that. AB, we do not talk about unless there is a woman present on the channel. There's no point in two men sitting up here and discussing women's rights.
That's fair.
I will just tell you that if you come up here wanting to talk about it, that you're a piece of shit and you shouldn't be worried about a woman's uterus. Let them worry about their own. But other than that, yeah, we're willing to talk about basically anything.
Yeah, if any believers want to come up and have a conversation, you're more than welcome to. It's the button on the bottom of the screen next to the right of the comments. It looks like two people. Just give it a tap and then a little window will come up that'll say request. And if you press that, you can join.
And guys, I might be a little off tonight. I go tomorrow to get my refill. I did not realize that I am out of my sertraline. So I am off some of my meds today. So my ADHD is going to be, I'm going to be in and out brain wise. So if you notice me drifting off, that's just lack of medicine. That's all it is.
Well, thanks for the warning.
Yeah. Guys, keep having them like, sharing out the live, get more people in here so that we can have a good discussion here. My position on abortion as a man is easy. I probably won't ever get one, and that affects me alone. Amen. Amen. And it's one thing, like, me and my wife can't have kids because I got the old snip snap. But if we could still get pregnant and my wife wanted an abortion, it would be her choice, not mine. That's one thing that men often don't understand, is that it is her uterus. It's not yours. You don't own her uterus. It's not yours. The women make the choice. It's not a man's issue. Or a male's issue, I should say.
Yeah, it has to do with individual autonomy of the person who is carrying the child. That's literally it. I mean, other than that, I have no other opinions.
If you're not a part of the TSP Discord, in the link tree of the Secular Perspective, I put it on Never Expire, so it should be good. If it's still not good, well, fuck. You can go through there, or we will post it in the chat on the Deconstruction Junction Discord, Joyful Apostate live chat, which is soon going to change to the Secular Perspective live chat. We just haven't made that change yet because Benny's been busy. Just a lot of things going on. But we will put that link over there and join us. We have a lot of fun over there, a lot of craziness going on. We got new emotes today. Just a lot of fun things going on over there.
Why don't you niggas get a job? Unemployment goes hard.
Anyway.
I saw a video today, speaking of Tiny, that it's a guy and he says, my favorite thing Jesus ever said was to misquote the Bible and go online and be a bigot. And I was like, that's true. That's every one of them. That's every fucking one of them. Every one of them.
That follows.
Yeah. I've seen a few videos like that in different variations, but I just saw that one today and I was like, that guy said that and I was like, yep, that's right. Rimbles, nice to see you over there in the YouTube. Guys, make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe over there on YouTube. It is very important to the channel. If you can become a member, if you are in the TSP Discord, you will also get access to special parts of the sorry, brain. I got a text. Special
the Discord.
Special parts of the Discord that
secret channels.
The
hey
secret
guys, we got a
the
Christ before
spicy
Jesus
channels.
raid.
Oh, CBJ, thank you so much. We have CBJ coming up here soon onto the Secular Perspective. He will be with Trust But Verify. That is going to be an amazing live. Make
that'd
sure
be
you catch
awesome.
It.
That's
on
gonna
the
be
26th.
awesome.
That's dope.
That is. Oh, the nail polish channel. Yes, Lathe. I do frequent the nail polish channel. If you have good tips on nail polish, get in there. Tell us your tips.
We're all talking about nails in there. We're talking about nail polish, press on nails, all of our tips and tricks. Hey guys, I noticed that the settings are 18 and over, and I know that you only want to talk to people who are 18 or over, but when you change that setting, the bot on the Discord in Deconstruction Junction cannot push out the live.
Ooh. Okay.
So we already verify that people are 18 or over. They're already supposed to be 18 or over, and we're already verifying it. So it's just an extra step that actually makes it harder for you to get out to the FYP too. So just so you know. Anyway, love you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you guys so much for the raid. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Trust but verify they are 18. Exactly, Jaren. Nice to see you, Jaren. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for the raid. Love it. JRB via CBJ. Same person? Maybe. We'll never know. I think the person of Jaren is the AI version of Joel. That is my own personal synopsis. We'll have to figure that out later. If you are a Christian, oh, he rated you right at the end. Nice. Well, I appreciate you sending them all this way. If you're a Christian, come on up here. We have yet to get a guest so far. Come up here, have a talk with me and Tiny. A little bit about me. I've been doing TikTok lives for roughly 2 years now. I've been deconstructed for 3. Officially atheist. So I'm not really, a lot of people assume that I've been deconstructed a lot longer than I really have. I really haven't. I just go really hard at what I do. Like I was a pastor for 10 years, into mission work, into all those things, writing a book, about Christianity. That's kind of what led to part of my deconstruction, but I go very hard in whatever direction I'm going, and it just so happens that I turned around and just ran in the opposite direction. So here we are. And I used to do solo lives. Now I have founded with Lobes and Sunny the Secular Perspective. This is a group of people. We have 8 people here. Awesome people that have all had their bout with Christianity in one way or the other. And they are about spreading truth and critical thinking. And that's what this is about. This is about having truthful conversations with theists, trying to have honest conversations, not necessarily a cooking or whatever. There is a time and a place for that, but we want to have these conversations. We want people to learn to critically think, and we want the people we have to live around to believe fucking true things, most importantly. Tiny, you got anything?
Yeah, I'm an atheist that's always been an atheist. I've never been convinced of my upbringing. I've never been a believer, but I do understand what it's like to deconstruct from belief. And I think that that's something that we should all be very careful with. And I think we need to understand where people are coming from. I mean, sometimes it does turn into like debates, and sometimes it's not really ever about winning a debate. It's always about the information that you can gather out in the world and how you can personally apply that to yourself, because inevitably it's you. It starts with you and it ends with you. It's not something that anyone else has any control over. But when it comes to a lot of these debates, it's more or less Christians trying to reconvert people back or reconstruct people back. And I'm not saying don't be a believer, because you can be a believer and still deconstruct your ideas and think critically. I think that that's what we all need to focus on and be wary about. Is this is something that each individual person is going through in their life and taking their steps to find themselves more than anything. And if you're critically able to analyze these things and think about these thoughts and think about these different claims versus the evidence, and learn how to analyze things, that's what I'm all about. That's why I focus more on like the science side of things and what we can demonstrate to be real, than I do more about the emotional side or the I try to be there as much as I can, but I try to push for Lobes the abdominalist. Sorry, I got distracted. That was hilarious. I try to push for critical analysis and even comedy as well. I love comedy. I have a bunch of comedic videos too, in the style of our friend Skits and Bits and Skits for God, which I miss that Mama Jamma. I wish he was back on here more, but it is what it is. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for being here. And if anybody wants to come up and have a conversation and talk about things, even if you're an atheist, come on in. Bad Mama Jamma. You damn right.
We do not
Skits is
panel here,
goated.
but if he is goaded. If we do not panel here on these lives, but when we are in between guests, if you are a friendly and you have a question, you're more than welcome to come up and ask any question, or just like talk to us for a couple minutes here while we're filling in this void. And afterwards in the TSP Discord, if you're a part of it, we have the host go over there and be part of an after live where you can ask us questions in there, and it's a little more intimate conversation, and we joke around, have a lot of fun over there. So if you are part of the TSP Discord, we do that every live. We go over there for a half hour to an hour and have fun. Last time I left, I was ready for bed, and the party kept going afterwards without me. So make sure to take part in that as well. radio.
Oh, yeah, always good times. What's up, Spencer?
What's going on, gentlemen? How are you? Happy New Year
How are
to
you?
everybody. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I almost didn't even come on, but I wanted to share something with you. Just kind of a reminder the last 2 or 3 days that my deconstruction was definitely the right decision. But one of the things that led me to it was not just disbelief in God, certainly the Abrahamic God, and disbelief in the Bible and all the contradictions. It was watching my fellow Christians, including myself, acting in ways that were completely unchristian-like, right? And I just got to point something out because it's more mind-blowing than I thought it would be to me, even after all these years after deconstructing. But I've come under attack by MAGA for going after the Venezuela thing and how we handled that. And I can't even begin to describe. I mean, you guys know because you get the same nasty DMs, I'm sure. But the level of vitriol, the level of hatred, the cringiness of the messages I'm getting privately, let alone the stuff that they're publicly posting, like memes of children with Down syndrome and trying to say that liberals, there's something like wrong with us, that they're willing to insult people who have true disabilities. I mean, it's just the lowest of the low commentary I'm getting. And what I thought was interesting is that I went to go look at the profiles of these people before I blocked them. And I blocked probably, people think I'm kidding, I blocked like 600 people in 3 days. That's a lot of people to block. 95 to 99% of the people sending me the memes making fun of the Down syndrome kids and making fun of minorities and making fun of women and making me feel like there's something mentally wrong with me for disagreeing with Trump. 95 to 99% of their profiles have Jesus as king, Jesus is Lord. They're full of Bible passages. Their videos are pro God, pro this, pro church. And just a little PSA to all the people out there that have that much hate in their heart. It's probably not a good face for Jesus to put forward. I don't think Jesus wants you to be his spokesman if you're espousing that level of hatred for so many people out there, because it's really, it's shocking even to me, and it takes a lot to shock me to see the people who are sending me the most hate, the most nastiness, the personal attacks, hey, fatso. I mean, they're going after like my weight because they can't argue for what we did in Venezuela, so they have to call me fatso, I guess. 95 to 99% of these people have Jesus is Lord in their profile. Just wanted to point that out. They all think they're going to be first up on the Jesus bus when he comes to get them.
Yeah, that's not surprising at all. I mean, considering typically the mentality of the people that are giving those threats, and yeah, I'm not surprised.
I don't know why I'm shocked. I'm shocked more than I should be, I guess, but it's just par for the course. But it's one of the reasons I wanted to come out. It's just one of the reasons people ask me all the time, why'd you deconstruct? And I always forget to say the part about how all the Christians around me were so hateful and spiteful and tiny people, tiny little egos and everything, and just horrible people. And that's one of the reasons that I deconstructed is I couldn't keep calling myself, I couldn't keep being part of that club, in other words. I couldn't be in a club that had that many horrible people in it. And I got out.
Well, good for you,
But
man.
anyway.
And we're glad to have you.
But yeah. Thanks, you guys,
for administration definitely helped push me towards it, because that's when all the wheels were turning, and then that was happening at the same time, and it was just like, well, it was during his administration. It was towards the end of his administration, but just looking at it and like looking at all my Christian friends, just being like, why are we supporting this? Like, I'm not understanding.
Yeah, and it's really crazy that they're all of a sudden all the MAGA people are pro Venezuela and pro Venezuelan people, and yet these are the first people that Trump would have the ICE brigade come and pick up at the Walmarts and at the daycare centers if they were even arguably not legally here, right? I mean, all of a sudden MAGA, they love South American people all of a sudden. It's just so ridiculous. It's so patently crazy. I can't. I don't know how much I can stand of it, honestly. And now we're going to go after Greenland, which would be the first time, I think, in world history that we would go forcibly against a fellow NATO ally. This president's about to take over a sovereign place. The Danes have been running for years, and the Greenland people don't want our hands all over them. and he's on the verge of taking it by force, and it'll be the first time in the history of mankind that such a thing has happened. It's unbelievable.
This is the first I heard about this Greenland thing. What the hell is that all about?
Oh yeah, he says it's a strategic outpost for us. That basically for American security, we have to have Greenland. Couldn't possibly be all the resources that they have that we want to get our clutches on, just like the oil in Venezuela. Couldn't possibly be that. So he says it's in America's best interest to get Greenland. He's been joking about taking them by force, and the Danes are really upset about it, and I don't blame him. It's a peaceful situation they have over there. They've been I don't know if it's a territory or what you call it, of Denmark for a long, long time. And the people of Greenland want to keep it that way. The Danish people want to keep it that way. And Trump wants to take Greenland. No matter what means he has to do to get Greenland, he wants to do it.
I don't know. That seems... Why? Like, I don't know. I mean, strategically, sure, but like, try diplomacy, maybe?
I mean, this guy's not, I mean, he's got Cuba in his sights. He's got the Colombian president just in the last half hour said, come and take it, and we will fight back, unlike Venezuela. We will forcibly fight back if you try to, depose me and stuff. So he's threatening other countries. He's got a long list. Rubio wants to go after Cuba next, and even Mexico. And it's just going to be a big shit show. And it'll be interesting how this all shakes out. But anyway, just the 100 millionth reason why I deconstructed from Christianity right there.
One of the infinitely regressing reasons why you're deconstructing Christianity, right?
Oh boy. Yeah, I never in my life, I'm sick to my stomach that my wife and I have really, really, for the first time in our lives, and we're both, she just turned 55, I'm turning 55 this next month. First time in our lives that we're honestly thinking, now that the kids are grown, now we have grandkids coming this year, so we may not go through with the plan, but we really have seriously thought of getting out of America, which makes me really sad, because I never thought I would ever entertain leaving this beautiful country, but it's gotten to that point. That's how crazy it's gotten. We're actually looking at other nations that we would rather live in than America, and I'm sad to say that, but it's the truth.
Yeah, to me, that's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't think Trump is Christian.
Oh, no. He's the least Christian president probably we've ever had. Probably the least Christian person on the planet.
I think he's a grift shin, but I don't think he's a Christian.
Yeah, I like that term. That's a good one.
Yeah. A grift shin. It's kind of hard to say.
But anyway, sorry about that. I got on my high horse there. I didn't mean to do that. But you guys are sounding great. You're looking great. And I'll be here in the chat tapping away.
Well, thank you, Spencer. We love you, and we're going to get you on at some point. You just...
absolutely.
Work. I know you're busy, and I get it. Just make sure that when you finally find the time, get with me before all of the spots fill up.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely will reach out. Thanks, you guys.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, Joyful loves having his slots filled up.
I love my slots being filled up. If I can have, that's why I always, when I would hit the pulpit, I would always preach Psalms 81:10 because I needed God to fill my mouth. Psalms 81:10 says, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of Egypt. Now open your mouth wide and I will fill it. And I think that is the most beautiful, profound verse in all of Scripture. Science Lover, thank you for the 349 THB over on the YouTubes. Big W for the callers. Seeing how God's most prized ambassadors, Christians, act and treat others is what caused my final deconstruction as well. Absolutely, Science. That, I think, is a good solidifier for us deconstructing, looking back at Christians and being like, what the fuck is going on? I think that's a big part of it, is seeing the way Christians actually are. And the things they call love aren't love at all. Not at all. Big W for Science Lover over there. He is such a big supporter, or they are such a big supporter of the channel, and I appreciate them very, very much.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody for coming in here, all 66 people. If you guys will support us, share the live, see if we can get a Christian up here to have a conversation, or a believer of some kind. It doesn't have to be Christian. We prefer Christian, but if you're not a Christian, that works too.
Yeah, we could talk to Muslims, anybody with a theistic worldview. Like, deists really aren't going to work too well. Pagans are basically atheists. Like most Norse pagans are basically atheists. Where we are looking for like people that actually have like theology, dogmas that they hold to that are coming from a god. Like Satanists have dogmas, but it doesn't come from a god. It comes from the idea to love oneself. And I think that that is a beautiful way to create your dogmas for sure. Let's see here. If I can get this to load. I once knew a Nephilim named Tiny.
I still am a Nephilim, so.
Your family didn't get taken out in the flood, did it?
Yeah, God sucks at making things happen.
He does. It's so funny to me when they want to argue about Nephilim after the flood, and then you're like, God says he's doing the flood because of the fucking Nephilim. Like, he failed.
And
what
then
you're
God
saying
fails.
is he failed.
He failed at stopping evil and from stopping the Nephilim. So he failed twice. 2 failures.
Absolutely. Over there on the YouTube, thank you so much. If you are in the Deconstruction Junction YouTube, make sure to go over to the Secular Perspective YouTube. You don't have to stay. Just go over there, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. Maybe type something quick in the chat, like a thumbs up, something that will boost the live and help us out. And then you can go right back to the Deconstruction Junction and have conversations over there. It does not hurt my feeling one bit. Let's talk about while we're waiting on a guest, we'll talk about our Discord server a little bit here, and what our whole purpose is. We actually have a mission statement, and we are going to be trying. For instance, I just opened up the Discord and there was a vibrator picture on there. I mean, you never know what you're going to get in our Discord. But we do have a mission statement. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We do have a mission statement, and we are going to be starting up a nonprofit through the Secular Perspective for LGBTQ youth. Something that I think is huge and something near and dear to my heart, having 2 LGBTQ youth and growing up an LGBTQ youth that was forced into being closeted. It's very important that they have the resources and support that they need. So we are going to be starting that as soon as we can. Let me get this pulled up here. Our community exists to uplift and support atheists and LGBTQ plus individuals by providing a welcoming space where everyone can be their authentic selves. We foster respectful conversation, mutual encouragement, and shared learning, free from judgment or discrimination. Together, we aim to build friendships, promote well-being, challenge harmful stigmas, and celebrate the diversity of the human experience. This is a place for community empowerment and positive connection where every member's voice is important. So make sure that you can, Apo, gosh, make sure that you join that. Let me get that thought out. Apo, there is, but it is in our rules in the kink space. And it's basically no downstairs. You have to use an emoji to cover up the downstairs. Anything else, fine. But we gotta use something to cover up the downstairs.
Yeah, as long as whatever's on camera is visible,
Jay?
like the fact that I'm not wearing pants right now, you don't know that. But you can't see that. As long as it's not visible.
And what you don't know is he has a cutout of Joel's face emoji that he hangs there. So if he does stand up,
This is true. I got
you'll see
Joel
the
on the
emoji.
front, and I've got Mezzo on the back. So that's taking care of both ends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jay, come up and have a conversation with all we want to do is measure out a secular perspective versus a theist perspective on any subject you want to talk about. If you think that the theist worldview, the theistic worldview has a better I've lost my words. Has better ideas when it comes to certain aspects of reality, come up. We'd like to hear it. We'd like to have an actual, genuine conversation with you, not a throwdown debate. We just want to have a conversation and hash out who's it. Like, do we really have a better idea? Do we have a better worldview? Woo woo delulu. What I mean by better would be something that is more productive for society and the least amount of destructive nature in each choice that we make, basically. You think that's a good way to describe it?
Yeah, I think that's a good. Yeah, we're trying to see what makes the most sense and how to critically analyze claims and examine them and see what's closer to reality and what's further from reality. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Tiny, I will be right back. I got to go pick up my daughter. I will be back in like 5 minutes. She's right up the street. I will just hold it down. Hopefully we'll get somebody for you to talk to while I'm gone. Maybe once I leave, they'll be like, oh, he's fucking gone. We'll go talk to Tiny.
Maybe. Well, have fun, man. Be safe. Well, I think we're alone now. All right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. So, what I would like to know is if you're a believer and if you would like to come up and have a conversation. If you're a friendly, we'll let you up in the lull time between guests. It seems to be the case that there's not really any believers who want to come up. But while we're here, if you're a friendly, like Reasonable Doubt, what's up, dude?
Oh, not much. Just chilling, watching the live, enjoying it, yeah.
Hell yeah.
We gotta try to get this thing to 15,000. We are so close.
Yeah, thank
Everybody
you so
should
much,
tap.
everyone, for tapping, doing all that tapping. You really don't have to, but thank you for doing that. I
Tap
did
that like
set
the
up
Roman
a
soldiers.
goal somewhere up there in TikTok land.
What's up, Crystal J? How's it going?
Crystal J. She came up here earlier and told us
Yeah, I caught her just briefly. Yep.
She told us that on the Deconstruction Discord, it's not sending it out due to one of the settings, but I think we're going to get that fixed. But yeah,
Hopefully.
if you're a believer or have some sort of belief in a deity and would like to have a conversation, we're more than welcome to let you on up and we can talk about it.
Yeah, because it's like we can sit here and talk about the secular things. Oh wait, Jerbear, what is this about? You can request up and find out.
We're talking about people who believe in God versus people who do not. And we're just trying to have like a common ground somewhere in between those.
Just a nice conversation, preferably.
Right. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't know, believers sometimes I think they feel like maybe we're gonna bite. I don't bite. I don't know if Tiny bites.
Well, not too bad, I would say.
Tahir,
Hey, Tahir, what's up?
Hey, sorry. Not a lot. How's it going?
Okay.
Good. Glad to hear that. So, I'm gonna expose myself a lot right now. Please try not to judge me, but I I was talking earlier with my wife about like the origins of like how everything came to be, the whole what is it? You can't make something from nothing, basically, is what they say. And I'm not really 100% sure how to argue
Yeah.
that one.
Well, think about this. What exactly is nothing? Is that a thing? Or is that em- emptiness? Like, how could there be just nothing or no things? I think that is more of a theistic idea more than it is an atheistic idea. Because typically, when people talk about creation, it's from a state where there was nothing to there being something. But I don't hold to the position personally that there is ever anything that would represent nothing, or there was ever a state of nothingness. I think that there always has to be something, right? Because even nothingness itself, if you're trying to describe it, that would be making it something, so that it would no longer be nothing. So nothing cannot exist. It doesn't follow logically that nothing exists. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree. I
Yeah.
don't hold to the idea that there never was like there was a time where there was nothing. But I think for me, like I'm just not sure will we ever be able to get to the point to where we know exactly what it was, or it just literally is one of those we'll never know like how everything came to be, because there was always something, right? But like was it the most basic of like cells, or what was it? We may never know.
Well, think about this. We have. Oh, thanks for the gifts. We have like barely any information on the universe itself. There's no way that we can go through every single possibility for how this universe is or came to be. We're still looking for answers. So to say that there's like some sort of conclusion that we have as to like our origins, I don't think anybody. It's more humble to say we don't know than to say that here's this answer and here's the evidence for it, because
Yeah,
we
for
don't
sure.
have either one of those things, an answer
Hmm.
or um, evidence for that answer, right?
Yeah. And I think that a lot that comes down to the conversation of like atheist versus agnostic atheist, because I
Mhm.
just can't get myself to the point of where I'm like, absolutely, we know for sure that there
Right,
was never any kind of creation, but it's like to the
right,
point where we'll never know. And we don't know. I don't know. And I'm okay with not knowing. Like, I don't believe that there
exactly.
was, but I acknowledge that there is a way that I could be wrong. Like, we could all be wrong. We'll never
Mhm.
know, type of thing. And that's
Yeah.
the conversation we were having earlier, is like atheist versus agnostic atheist. But anyways, what about that? I can't even think of what it's called. Um, when it comes to like how we can abiogenesis, like what do you know about that? Because I don't really know a lot about that.
Well, I do know that we're still looking into it, and I know that there's a lot of different experiments that are still being conducted. So the problem with abiogenesis is we haven't identified the exact conditions in which life formed together on its own. So we don't have enough information to recreate it. And that's what we're trying to do in the labs, is just recreate the configuration of the conditions in which
Mm,
life came about. So that's the hardest part. Again, we don't know exactly what was going on in that moment. We don't have the correct conditions, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible or that it's going to fail or that it's less likely for life to come by its own than from some unidentified shpl-
yeah,
you know.
right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
I just never had anybody explain it to me before, so I was like, you
Sure.
know what? I feel like if there was somebody who wouldn't judge me, it would be you. So I really appreciate you, Tiny.
Yeah, I appreciate you too. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. All right. Jumping down.
All right, take care. All right. Hey, Nicodemus, can we get your age for TikTok purposes, please?
Yeah, I'm 20 and I'm single.
Happy birthday. Are you here for a date?
Oh no, I'm just here to tell what I am, like information about me and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's
So
up?
yeah, you said Christian, let's talk. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I mean, you say let's talk. So I'm here to say hi. I think you haven't seen me for a while. Maybe you don't remember me.
Yeah, I have no idea who you are.
You don't know who I am?
No.
Oh,
Am I supposed to?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh. Well, nice to meet you. So, are you a Christian?
Well, I think so. If I'm me, then I guess I would be a Christian.
Nice. So, what makes you a Christian?
Believing in Jesus Christ, following his teachings, etc.
Oh, okay. Do you think that Jesus Christ actually performed miracles and rose from the dead?
Well, as says part of the Bible and the church, yes.
Okay. Do you have evidence outside of the Bible and the church that supports the claims that he rose from the dead?
Well, besides the church, I don't know exactly what else evidence. I think that should be enough. That's enough for me, to be honest.
Okay, cool. So for you, that's fine, but like for anybody else, it's not really as convincing.
I mean, well, that's subjective. Things that are convincing are subjective. If
Yeah,
everybody was making
exactly.
an argument
Yeah.
to convince
Bel-
somebody,
But
that's
belief
just
in a
gonna.
God is subjective.
Well, I mean, yeah, belief is subjective in itself.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Every
I
belief
agree.
is subjective. Yeah.
Well, not every belief. I mean, there's things that are justified beliefs that comport with reality, such as the sun existing, human beings existing, such as math, language, all of these things existing.
Oh,
But
how do
a
you
God existing?
how do you
I don't
know
know
that
about
doesn't
that.
comport with
Welcome
reality?
back, Joyful. Well, from what we know, we don't know what a God is. In reality, outside of scripture or outside of personal belief, we don't have an identity for that.
Well, what do you mean by we? Is your experience transcending? Are you some kind of omniscient character where you know what people know and then it's transferable to you? I'm quite confused what do you mean by we here?
Well, in the same way that we as human beings can identify the sun in the sky, we don't have an identity for what Christians call a God.
I think it's called Jesus Christ. Is a name, not an identity. Is a name, not
That's a human
identification enough?
being. That's
The
a human
Father,
being.
the Son, and the Holy Spirit. A name should be enough as an
Well, that's a
identification.
claim. But that's a claim.
Nah, that's a name that we're given.
Okay, so
You
if I
think?
name somebody God's non-existence, does that mean that this means God's non-existence is true just because I named them that?
Nah, that's will be false. So if I were to name the sun, for example, should I need to prove sun is fire that is suspended on nothing is somehow the sun? Is that
Well,
would be a claim now?
the star that is that nuclear reactor in the sky, just because we name it the sun, doesn't mean that that star that is a nuclear reactor in the sky doesn't exist. But in
No,
the
that's
same
not
way
what I
that
asked.
we're observing and seeing this thing in the sky that we label as a sun, what would we be observing in the same way that we're observing the sun? That would be
Well,
this God thing.
well, that's assuming
That's the
everything
question.
that exists must be observable. Are you some kind of materialist?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about like abstract concepts existing, I don't think I'm a Platonist, and I don't think that these are ontic forms, but I do think that there is there is a difference between language and things that exist. Do you understand that?
I'm asking you, do you think everything that exists must exist physically? Are you
Well, I was
Everything
just
that
talking about
exists
the
comes from
category of
physics. Everything
yeah,
that exists comes
metaphys.
from physical things.
Okay, so you what's
Right.
the
Well,
what's the justification for
well,
that?
hold on a second. I don't hold that position personally. I'm more of a quietist, and I'm agnostic to what the universe actually is foundationally. So I'm just trying to figure out what this God thing is.
Yeah,
And
yeah, no, but
from our discussion, we're leading to you asking us questions as to what our view is, which isn't really relevant to what this God thing is and how it operates or exists in reality.
it's
So
because the
I'm more
bad
concerned.
example.
I'm more concerned with how God exists.
Yeah,
In what
so
way does
you
God exist?
it's because of the bad example you showed me, saying that all belief is not the same, such as the belief of the sun, because we can't see it. That
But
you're
that's not a
assuming that
belief.
everything. Oh, can I finish?
That's wait. The sun isn't contingent upon a belief, though. But if you're
Can I
talking
finish?
about like a God, it's more contingent upon your faith and belief. So this is a
Yeah,
different category.
can I
Right.
finish?
Well,
Yeah,
can you
so
start
you
just telling us what? Hold on, Nicodemus. Can you just start telling us what this God is, please?
yeah, but that
Let's
would
start
be
from there.
backtracking from the things you're implying before when we were
Well,
having the
no. It would
discussion,
be
and I find
progressing
it very
forward.
offensive.
Wait, Nicodemus. We're progressing forward in the conversation. We're not trying to be stuck on a
Well,
certain point.
for us to progress, I have to attack the very bad straw man in which
No, you
you've
don't.
given to me. That
I didn't
somehow
provide a
that
straw man.
the belief that there is a sun in the sky is somehow superior to my belief and somehow distinct. I want you to justify that.
It's
What's
not a
making you think?
belief.
Why should
I'm
I
not
trust your
saying
ability
that.
to reason?
I'm not saying that the sun existing in the sky is a belief. I'm not making that claim.
Yeah, why should I trust your ability to reason?
What was my straw man?
Yeah, your straw man is saying that my belief in itself, right, is non-physical and it has no justification, like the
I never
sun
said that.
existing in the sky. Yeah, that's what you're implying by saying, well, it's not
I
like the
never
sun
said
in the
that.
sky. Your belief is
You're trying to
entirely.
build.
Well,
Wait,
Nicodemus, hold
Nicodemus,
on, Nicodemus.
You're being unfair.
Explain
and
what a god
uncharitable.
is. We cannot talk about your God if we don't know what we're talking about. So now you need to tell us what we're even talking about. What is your God? Explain it.
Do you know a supreme being? That's the definition. That's what the definition of a god is. I mean,
Well,
What
I
is
don't
that?
know what that means.
you don't know what a supreme being means.
Nope.
Okay, maybe are you trolling me? Are you guys being intellectually dishonest?
Nope.
Not at all.
Okay, I might explain it. Let's say there is a monkey that is above every other peers that has no peers. Right, this monkey will be a supreme monkey, for example, and then
Okay.
a being will be something that is.
Wait. In that sentence, you're just describing a being and a certain type of being by being a monkey. But what are you talking about as a
No,
supreme
I'm
being
describing
in relation to what a
supreme.
god is?
I'm describing
I'm not worried about
supreme.
supreme. Wait, I'm not worried about supreme. I'm worried about being. What is this being?
Yeah, it's a way of existing.
Which would be
A
what?
way of existing.
The ontic state of something.
What is the ontic state of that?
It's is the way something is.
The way what is?
What this being is the way it
Okay,
exists.
Yeah.
Okay, so the being is the being because it's the being.
The being, nah. I'm saying the being, right? The way it exists, it exists a certain way. It exists in a way that makes
And
him
The way
supreme.
what? Wait. The way what exists? What type of
This
being
being
exists?
exists supremely.
What kind of being is it?
Oh my God, it's a supreme being.
Okay, you're just telling, like, if I make the statement it's a greater being, that just is a statement that it is greater. But am I describing what type of being that is, or how it's greater or supreme? I'm
We
trying to
asked,
figure out what kind of being you're referring to.
Are beings material?
not necessarily, no.
Okay. So tell me characteristics of what makes something a being.
Essence, nature.
So do you think a star is a being? Stars have a nature and stars have essence.
Yeah, they are beings.
So are
Stars
they
are
a
beings.
being?
Yeah, stars are physical beings.
Okay. So anything is a being.
There we go.
Everything can be a being. A rock can be a being, but it's not a person.
Oh, okay.
There's a distinction
Okay.
between person and being.
How do you decide what's supreme over the other beings? How do you determine what is supreme?
Well, it's just gonna be decided on the way that it exists, right? Like if it exists above everything else, like and in such a
What does
way,
that mean?
that means that it doesn't depend on anything else for its existence.
Am I supreme to a rock?
That means it's not a dependent variable.
Okay.
Okay.
What type of being is this specifically that you're referring to?
Well, I'd say, since the entire time, God.
Okay. So what exactly is God? What is that?
God is a supreme being.
Okay. So we've just went around in a circle. And
Yeah,
it
because
seems
you're
like-
asking me what is, and that's the same thing. You're asking me the same question, and I'm giving you the same answer. Because you asked me the
But we
same
don't know
question.
we don't know what a supreme being is.
Yes, something
seems
that
to
is
be-
above everything else.
Okay, what is that?
That's something. You're asking me the same question you just asked me earlier. I
No,
already
no,
gave
no.
you
I'm
the answer.
asking you what kind of being is a being.
I already
that
gave
is
you the
above
answer. You're
everything.
just repeating the same question.
Well, you're not telling me what kind of being it is.
I already told
This
you
is
what
very
it is.
frustrating.
Well, if
This
you
is on
slow,
you.
if you slow,
Is it a
that's
I'm not
spiritual
slow.
being?
You're just not. Yeah, is it like a metaphysical being, a logical being?
it's
What is the ontology
being?
of this being?
Oh my God.
Is
Oh
it a
my
refried
God.
being?
I don't think he knows what his God even is.
Oh, God is the absolute
think
being.
so.
It is the highest ontic
Now
state.
it's absolute. The highest ontic state. What is that ontic state?
That ontic state is it's God.
Is it Bush's baked being?
I don't know what you're trying to referring to right now.
All right,
Well,
so
I'm just-
God.
I have
is
no
an
idea what you're
ontic
trying
state,
to refer to right now.
and the ontic state is God.
Well, were
Is
you
that-
asking me
I
what is
correct?
God? God is existence. God would be the supreme being. That would be one of the descriptions that will go to it. I already gave you a description, but then you asked me what again.
Hold on. So God has an ontic state, correct?
God is the highest ontic state.
Okay, and the ontic state is God.
Why are you asking me ontic state? What's that even mean?
Because you said that earlier. You said, we asked you, what is that ontic state? And you said God. So you said God is this ontic state, and the ontic state is God. That is circular.
Okay, because your question. Okay, let me ask you this. What are you?
I am a human being.
What is that?
A physical
is
biological
a
organism
species-
with 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 arms, 2 eyes, nose, tissues, bones, muscles, fluids, skin, hair, typically bipedal, something with the ability to climb trees, make tools, and opposable thumb. Should I continue?
Yeah, what is a being with opposable thumb? What is that?
It's an ontological organism consisting of physicality through bones, tissue.
You're just repeating the same
cells,
thing
and-
earlier.
Okay, so what exactly?
You see how you're gonna be
uh,
circular when you're asking the same question over and over?
But
Are you
I'm
trying
not
to act
using-
intellectually
I'm
dishonest?
not using
Did you guys
vague-
see the
I'm not
same
using
thing that they
vague-
use nowadays saying
I'm
I'm
not
doing a
using
circle?
vague. I'm not
This
using
isn't-
vague descriptors. I'm using very
See,
concise descriptors.
here's
The issue
the
here is
difference.
you're
I
not
need
using very concise
Is
descriptors.
ultimate being is not precise enough? Is the
I
ultimate not
never
picking
made a
something?
circle.
Is some one
I
second?
never
Is
made a
ultimate?
circle.
Oh my
What
God!
was
Is
the circle
ultimate
I
not
made?
already picking?
I
Oh my
never
God!
made a
This is
circle.
yeah. Wait, you just made a circle by repeating the same thing but
Nope.
wording it differently. Is ultimate not already saying something that is very descriptive
That's
above
not telling
other
me what
thing?
kind of being
Yeah,
it
it's already
is.
telling you it's supreme.
What is supreme?
All right, you see, this is the same
The
thing. When I
pizza?
ask him about humans being, he's
Look,
being
if it's
circular.
okay,
It's the
you
same
don't
thing he
know.
asked.
Just say you
Why?
don't
When
know.
I'm saying what,
If you don't
it's
know,
just
just
like
say
you
you
were being
don't know.
circular. You asked the same question, and then when I'm asking you the same question again, you were being circular. You see how you guys being
No,
intellectually
but
dishonest?
we did not ask you the same question twice, Nicodemus. So what you're going to do is start listening to the words. What makes your God? Is your God made up of? What is the makeup of your God?
Oh, well,
The
since you're talking
ontology.
about all the you want me to list all of the properties
The
sets?
ontology.
Yes.
All
Yeah, give
right,
me
so
some
it's gonna
ontology.
be
The ontology. Yeah.
it's gonna be omniscient, omnipotent, and la di da di da, all that.
That already is jumping on a contradiction.
Yeah, sure. What's the contradiction? How would
So
you even?
if something is omniscient, that means that it knows everything and sees everything, correct?
It knows everything.
Right. So that means that it cannot be omnipotent.
How
Just
is
on the
that?
simple fact that God cannot learn. So that means God cannot do something. God cannot perform the action of learning, which means it is not all powerful. It doesn't have the power to learn. So this negates omnipotence.
I don't know why you're saying this,
So this
but
God
what
can
God?
and cannot do everything because it's a combination in conjunction with omniscience and omnipotence.
Well, let's say I were to grant you that. How would you, as a physicalist, even be able to apply something like logic in your worldview to
Yeah, that's
begin with?
shifting the burden. That's literally shifting
That's not
the
shifting
burden.
the burden. That's
It is
calling.
shifting the
That's just
burden.
an internal critique of granting your position.
That's an unwarranted internal critique when we're asking you
So it's
about your
unwarranted
view.
when I'm doing it.
I'm pointing out a contradiction in your view, and you're jumping
Well,
to my view. That's literally
Well,
burden shifting.
well, I don't think you can justify
That's a non
contradictions to even
sequitur.
exist.
Yeah, you can
Well,
make that
because you
statement
can't
as a non
justify
sequitur.
contradictions in your worldview. How's that a non
I
sequitur?
can.
Yes, I can actually.
Yeah.
You
So
can.
what's grounding logic in your worldview?
Logic is grounded by the state of affairs of reality.
Reality doesn't have any sort of intellect. How does reality ground the preposition its
Human
negation at the
beings
same
ground
time?
intellect. Human beings are the source of logic. If you have any other source, please present it.
Okay, so if human beings are the source of logic, are you saying that me and your brain, the way we think, are identical?
Logic is a series of symbology and language. It is the foundation for the laws of logic. The laws of logic are descriptive, they're not prescriptive, unless you're trying to do some equivocation in which we're describing what the laws of logic are, or providing some sort of prescriptive quality that you have to establish that, like, the laws of logic existed before human beings, then maybe you would have something to stand on. But
So
from
it's
what
subjective.
I have human beings, I have language, and I have what's known as the logical map to reality. You're trying to say that logic itself is substantive, like it's some sort of thing that's found in reality, when you can't even support that claim or justify
You're the
it.
one
So
saying
if
it.
anything, I have more of a justification for logic than
I
you.
haven't give you any sort of justification yet. I'm asking you for your justification, man. Come on.
He already gave
I
it.
just gave
Come
it.
on. Yeah. So
I-
when you say it's grounded on human beings, so it would be subjective, right? It would be
No.
subjective, right? Okay, exactly. How is
It's
my brain? How is
representing.
my brain
So
identical
do
to
you
yours?
understand? Do you understand the difference between a map and a territory? A
Yeah,
map
something
is
that is grounded in
epistemological.
human being.
A
Something that is
map is
grounded in human being is
epistemological.
subjective.
A map is epistemological. It is not ontological. So it
Yeah,
would be a
something that is
category error to say that logic exists outside of human minds. It would
okay.
be
Yeah,
a category
I'm
error on
granting
your
you. I'm
behalf.
granting you your claim, but it will be subjective because all human minds are
Nope.
not identical. and we can think
Nicodemus,
differently.
I'm sorry that
You don't know what an
cannot
axiom is.
follow
Why should I agree to
simple
what
logic.
to
Hold
say?
on, Nicodemus, shut
Go
up
ahead.
and let me talk. Just
So
hold
you
on.
disagree with logic.
All right.
It's too nah. Can I answer one
Listen,
person?
logic. I'm trying to explain this to you because you aren't understanding tiny, simple words. So I'm going to try to get even simpler. So logic is a description of things that happen within reality. The things that happen within reality are objective. Okay? The description, which is logic as we know it, comes from the human mind. The words that are used, the way we present it, comes from the human mind. So, objective, because it is reality. Subjective, the words we use to describe it are subjective only to the human mind. There's no other mind that came up with the words that we use to describe the phenomena we see within reality.
Okay, could you
You
show me
understand that?
where you see the phenomena of the laws of excluded middle, such as the preposition is negation cannot be true and false at the same time? Could you show me where you can actually observe that? I would like to see it.
Everywhere.
Wait,
It's
could you show me? Oh, you can
epistemological, it's
observe a
not
proposition. You
It's
can
not
observe a
ontic.
property. One
It's
second.
not
One second.
ontic.
That's not
It's
it.
not
You can
ontic.
observe a
It's not
property.
ontological. It's not ontological.
Oh, so
it's
so it doesn't
epistemological.
actually exist. You
It
don't.
doesn't
You don't
have
actually
ontic
observe it.
form.
So you don't actually observe it.
It doesn't have an ontological form.
Do you observe it or not? So you don't
We do
actually
observe
observe it.
We don't observe logic.
Okay, so
We use
so you
logic
think I want him
as
to
a
take a
map
statement about the
to
observation.
observe something. Do you understand the difference between a map and a territory? Do you know the difference between these two?
Oh my goodness! How does
Logic is a
observation?
map.
How does
The
your
world
observe?
around us is the territory. Logic is the map to the territory. Logic is not the territory. Logic is the map to the territory.
Yeah, so that would
You
require
understand the
for you to know every
distinction?
state of affair. That would require for you to know every state of affair and the
What's the argument for
necessity
that?
of reality. Yeah, because you see, you're making a
What's the
normative.
argument for that?
Because you're making it's the nature of the claim. The claim is making a normative claim, saying that a set of particulars in
What?
itself would be universals and will stay true tomorrow,
I'm not
and it
claiming
stay
that.
true outside of. Okay, so outside of your
When did I make that
experience,
claim?
hold on, what's it?
Why are
So
you
outside,
strawmanning?
okay, so outside of your experience, this isn't true. Then is that what I'm understanding?
Nicodemus,
I'm
do you
sorry.
agree
Is outside
that
of your experience. So is anybody
Nicodemus-
gonna answer any of my question? I'm getting
Nicodemus-
pissed off.
Well,
Does
questions
no,
are
listen,
nonsensical.
Yeah, you're getting pissed off because you're
outside
not
of your
tracking
experience,
the
has
conversation.
any word you saying true?
You are not
Yes or no?
listening. You are not listening
Outside
to
of your
understand.
experience,
You are listening. You are listening
Outside of your
to
experience,
argue. You
Oh,
are
true,
not
yes or-
listening to understand what is being said. I'm gonna win this game. Okay.
Yes or no? Outside of your experience,
I don't know what you said because you are let
then you
me-
said
We're just gonna do this
yes
until
or
you stop. Nobody knows what you said.
outside of
Nobody
your
knows what you said.
experience.
Nobody knows what you said.
You
You're
said
going to let me
is
talk
true or false.
before. You are going to let me talk, and then you can ask your
Oh, no, you-
question. I know you're crashing out, Nicodemus. This is what you guys do when we won't. Yeah, this is what you do when we won't just stick to your script. You freak out, but the fact of the matter is, you agree with us. Runners, you dropped. Anyway, you agree with us that logic does exist, like the law of excluded middle is within reality. You agree with us. But instead of acknowledging that, you are making the presupposition that it comes from God. We are making the presupposition that it exists within reality and is a law that is consistent. We both have a presupposition that comes to the same end in logic. So that's a nonsense way to try to get down to any type of truth, whether there is a God or not. It's just nonsense.
Hey, hold on a second. I'll be back. I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay. Guys, keep tapping that screen, doing all them good things. All you had to do was stay mute and let me finish what I was saying instead of running because you couldn't handle being quiet for 2 seconds. The gifts of the Spirit, the fruits of the Spirit is patience. And Christians tend to have less patience than anybody else. And it is wild. Thank you, Mr. E. Thank you. And the only reason you run these precept arguments is because you don't want to actually deal with your religion. If you really cared about your religion and believed it and thought that there was real backing for it, you would argue from your actual religious standpoint and not from
So I disagree with the background information. So outside of your experience, are those true, yes or no?
outside of what?
Oh.
We aren't talking about logic anymore because it will not lead us to your God. What we're going to do is talk about your God. Nicodemus.
I want away.
No, I already.
So can you answer the question
then?
then?
Proved wrong on this. You've already been proved wrong.
So
I'm
you
not
cannot
going to
even
keep
justify
running in
logic.
circles. I am. Yes, I already did. So what
Nah,
you're going
you did
to do,
not. You did not.
Nicodemus?
You
I
did
know
not.
that your pea brain doesn't understand. I get that. I get that you
So-
don't have the intellect to understand the
Answer the
words that
question.
came out of our mouths.
Answer the question.
Now, Nicodemus, if
Outside,
you want to
out.
stay up here,
Already.
you're going to shut up. You're
Outside,
going to shut up,
Outside.
Nicodemus.
outside of your experience, is it
We presuppose that it is consistent. The same way you presuppose that your God makes it consistent. We agree. No.
Well, we
Yes,
don't know
it
what
is.
God is.
Do you presuppose
Hold
your
on.
God exists?
Nick, hold on a second, real quick. How do we know that logic requires a God? Can you give us
what
the
I'm
argument
asking?
for
I'm
that?
asking you to justify
Okay,
logic, but
so
yet you keep on
what do you
referring to
mean?
me.
What do you mean by justify logic? In what
Now
way
you're gonna
can we justify
backtrack. Now
logic?
you're gonna backtrack into the question, trying to
Yeah,
I mean,
run
I
away.
already
Nicodemus,
did.
this is one of the
When you
most
say
I
this
low
is
did
an
tier.
axiom,
justify it.
You're
Can I
one
engage?
of the most low tier
Can I engage?
interlocutors on this whole
Yeah,
app.
sure,
You're
sure.
one of the most low tier. So
Sure.
what you're going to do now is you're going to explain to us
Sure.
why we should believe in your God. That's
Sure,
it.
sure,
That's all you
sure,
got.
sure, buddy, sure, buddy.
If you do not answer
Did you
this question
did you decide
correctly,
that? Did
you
you
are going to
decide
get
this
kicked.
axiom arbitrarily?
Okay.
Yeah, see.
You don't want to.
Do
Are
you
you going
guys
to
see?
answer? Are you going to answer?
Is this axiom an arbitrary axiom?
Yep. Okay. Nicodemus, if you don't want to actually engage in a conversation, then I don't have any reason to keep you up here. You're just up here rage baiting. That's it. That's all you are doing. There's no point in keeping you up here. Now, that isn't running. That is called not wanting to fucking not wanting to hate myself for the rest of the night because I listened to your bullshit for too long. I just can't, just answer the questions. Why do we have to freak out because we won't stick to your script, bro? That's it.
He was freaking out because he knows that logic is descriptive and not prescriptive. He has no evidence that logic is grounded by any sort of being, or he has no foundation for any justification for logic from any God, because he's not representing what a God is. If anything, he's shifting the fucking burden. That's it.
Tiny, good girls do not eat bananas that way.
Hello, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Elizabeth, how are you?
Hey.
Pretty good. My legs are really sore.
I bet.
Yeah, I
Was it
just
fun?
got back. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. The snow wasn't as good as I thought it'd be, but I went snowboarding for everybody in the chat, so that was my day today.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask.
It was lots of fun. I did like 2 or 3 black diamonds, and that just completely cooked my legs.
Hell yeah, that's always
So how are
good.
you guys? How's your stream going here?
Oh,
Your
not
last
too
we're
bad.
guest
not too
is a
bad.
little
That was our first guest, unfortunately. We
that was
are
your first
lacking.
guest.
Yeah, we're lacking in the Christian area.
Okay. Are we going to do the Ray Comfort apologetics since Tiny's doing eating a banana? You're muted, Joyful.
That's because there's a train going by.
Oh, gotcha. I like your Rick and Morty hat.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the Rick and Morty beanie. Yes, I love Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
That was pivotal in
A
my
lot of conflict.
deconstruction.
Rick and Morty was? That's dope.
Mainly for coping. It was definitely kind of like comic relief, as it were.
Hell yeah, I think comedy helps a lot of people. It's a good thing to have. But yeah, if any believers want to come up and have a conversation, you're more than welcome to. I know we got 58 people in here, and there's no way that 58 of us are all atheists. And if that's the case, cool. Maybe we converted everyone. Maybe. Nah, I doubt it. Rick's position on religion. Best to tear that band-aid off now, Morty.
Jesus
That's
is
hilarious.
not.
I think that's in the first season.
Guys, if you're not following Elizabeth or Tiny or myself, make sure you're following us. We are here on TSP. We are one of the 8 hosts of TSP. We do have guests every now and again that are outsiders to the official host, but we are some of the hosts. So make sure you're following us because we do our own lives too. We're not just on TSP. So make sure to follow. Justin is on the line right now. Yeah.
Oh, that could be it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody's in line to see Justin.
Well, you do know that you can watch the line later.
That's right. You know, it is recorded.
It is. If also tomorrow's our first Tuesday live, starting our Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays. It will be me and Amelia. It will be Amelia's debut on TSP, so that'll be awesome.
Lobes. I'll be going on with Lobes on the 8th.
Thursday. Lobes. And then let's see who else we have coming up here. We have Lobes and Elizabeth. Then we have TBV and Spooky on the 12th. Which that will be Spooky's debut here on the TSP. Do you know Spooky, Tiny? So.
I think I've seen her a couple times, but I don't know if I've ever spoke with her or anything like that.
She came on my live a few times when I used to do solo lives. I've known her like pretty much since I started. She's a very awesome person. A lot of people see her as very like aggressive and stuff, but really she's not really that aggressive or anything. Now I wouldn't get on her bad side. That's all I'll say. Don't get on Spooky's bad side. All right. But then we have Amelia and Tiny that Tuesday, which I think that'll be a good one. And then right after that, we'll have Tiny and Candace, and that will finish out that half of the month. And then in between that, on the 14th, I will be live on the Deconstruction Zone. We are going to do a split screen, kind of like The Line, with me and Justin on his channel. And we will be promoting the secular experience and our perspective and doing all that good stuff. So that should help us. And then the following week, he's on TSP, which will really boost the channel and help get it out there. It will be on his YouTube, and so we should be getting pushed out a little bit more when that comes up. But overall, we're doing really good on numbers and everything. Even though, like, I mean, we're over 40 people, and we've had one guest. So I mean,
it's only been like a few weeks too. We haven't. It's not like we've been.
Yeah. This is our sixth live for TSP. So yeah, we haven't been going very long. We're almost to 4,000 followers. I mean, we're
almost at 700 views so far. That's not bad. 23 new followers. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
it's growth.
We've been having a lot of problems getting Christian callers on TikTok, and I'm wondering,
we need to do the restart, and maybe Crystal's suggestion about the FYP.
Yeah, make sure you're tapping, sharing, doing all those good things. Would you be up for a VOR debate? Yes, actually, I'm supposed to actually be on his live for a full hour, debating I think it's creation versus a naturalist world. And that is going to be in February. We don't have a date specifically down, but it will be on VOR's channel, and I will be debating him on whether or not what is more probable. So that should be interesting.
Globes just entered the chat.
Real quick, I want to talk about VOR. He's still chapped. Oh, Fruit Friends. He's still chapped about the debate that we had because he made the mistake of arguing for a different prompt than what we had originally. And he talked to Coco to say that this was going to be more tenable of a position, but he never told me that. So he was arguing for is creationism true, but he was trying to argue for is creation more tenable. And he's still crying about it, and this is all his fault. I had nothing to do with that. And he's trying to shift it onto the controversial compass and to myself, even though it's all on him. And the last time I spoke with him on his last live, I reminded him of that, and he blocked me. So, just trying to keep him honest, and he asked everybody to do that, and he doesn't want to do that. So, it is what it is.
Thank you for the raid, Trust.
Thank you, Trust, for the raid, guys.
Oh,
keep tapping that screen. Get these likes up. Get the share. We have 147 shares. Thank you guys so much. But let's keep sharing it. Get these numbers up. Hopefully, we can get another theist up in here soon. Sorry. Yeah. Make sure you're doing all that good things.
I tried going live on the top of the mountain, but I didn't have enough signal.
Yeah, and VOR does not mind gaslighting. He doesn't. That's why he hates Dr. Blitz, because Dr. Blitz will not interact with him anymore because of his lack of honesty. And I don't blame him.
Yep.
The real reason I'm doing it is to try to help push the channel. Really, it will get us out there a little more, and anything I can do to try to promote, especially while we're still a younger channel, anything we can do to get out there, I'm just gonna do it. Blitz is fantastic. I love Blitz. I don't understand a lot of the things he says, but I learn a lot as I go along too. So there are some things that are just way over my head that I'm never going to attain, because I'm not a physicist, nor do I have the time to put in to be one. But if you guys, Tiny does look great, Lobes. Tiny does look great on camera. If you guys are not part of the TSP Discord, become part of it today. It's a great place. We have a lot of fun. We, if you are a paid member to the TSP, either on YouTube or on TikTok as a super fan, you will get access to specialized chats. There's a kink chat. There's just a member chat. And we're going to do a gaming chat here soon over there for members only, where we will play games and things like that. So stay tuned for all of that. Become part of the group. We are at 72 members right now. We're trying to get to 666 as quick as possible. We were at 69 and we were happy about it, but then somebody ruined it. So now we have to get to 666 as fast as possible. So if you're not part of it, become part of it. It's a good time. And we are going to be doing a lot of good. I am working on getting a nonprofit for LGBTQ youth. That is something that is very big in need, especially with the administration that's in right now and just the way rhetoric is going. So look out for that. And we have a mission statement that I would like to share with you over there. So maybe make you feel like this might be a place you might want to be part of. Our community exists to uplift and support atheists and LGBTQ individuals by providing a welcoming space where everyone can be their authentic selves. We foster respectful conversation, mutual encouragement, and shared learning, free from judgment or discrimination. Together, we aim to build friendships, promote well-being, challenge harmful stigmas, and celebrate the diversity of the human experience. This is a place for community empowerment and positive connection where every member's voice matters. So that's what we're about over there. We like to have fun. We like to do those things, but we also have places for, if you are LGBTQ and you're going through a hard time, a place to come share these issues, and we will help find support and give support and do all them good things for you, because we absolutely the main part, we like having fun, we like doing that, but the main part for our Discord is to help people within the community that need it. Oh, nice, Ember, getting nails so you can be in the nails lover thread. Absolutely. I got some press-on nails, but they didn't turn out like I wanted, so I didn't like them very much. I put them in there, but I took them off pretty quickly. I was not a fan. What's up?
Yo, yeah. I got my like green screen privileges since I did enough lives, so.
Nice.
That is gangster.
Gangster, 100%.
If you are a Christian and you would like to come up and talk, we will, it won't be 3-on-1. We will drop Elizabeth and bring you up, so don't worry about that. But we just want to have a conversation about the difference between a theistic worldview and a secular worldview, and why we think the secular worldview is going to be better as a whole for society and for even your very own life in general. We talk about anything but direct politics. So any situation where you think that the secular worldview and the theist worldview is going to clash, come up. Let's have that conversation. And we're not here to try to cook you. We're not here to do anything like that, though there are a time and a place for those things. And it might happen, but that's only if you're going to be a dick. You're going to get met with the same. Yeah. Basically, just don't be a dick, and we can have a great conversation, and we would love to have one. Tiny,
yeah.
Do you have a schedule of going live, or do you just basically go live whenever you can?
Just whenever I feel like it.
Just whenever you feel like it. Right on. I didn't know if you had an actual schedule. And if you're in the TSP Discord, you will get notifications when I go live. when Elizabeth goes live, when anybody that is on our official host list goes live, you will get a notification within our Discord. Because a lot of times, like with the Deconstruction Junction and stuff, there are so many people in there. Most people just turn off that notification because it can get a little overwhelming. So, if you want a little smaller list that's going to prompt you, it will have Crystal J. It will have, who else? Lobes, TBV. I think that's it that wanted to be on the list. But, yeah. So, it's only a handful of creators, and you will know every time that they do. Girls Gone Godless, nice to see you in the chat. Guys, if you're not following Girls Gone Godless, or you aren't following that or subscribed on YouTube, make sure you do that. Wonderful podcast. Absolutely wonderful podcast.
I was on their show last night. Or
Really?
on the panel, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go.
The girls is good.
Yeah.
And then I went over
Girls
to
Gone
Lobes.
Godless is awesome. I love that name. I love that game. I love that name. We're mostly on Apple, Spotify, but working on getting.
Definitely
Yeah.
WGGG.
But it's important to, like, even with them being small, like not big on YouTube, to support them now, because it will help them grow as they start getting more content on there. But yes, absolutely. Listen to it while I'm at work, and it's a good time. It's a good time. Fellow atheists, follow me. I make fact-checking content on theist claims. If anybody is interested in following Bubbles there, go ahead and follow Bubbles.
Oh yeah, Bubbles has some pretty
fact-check.
good videos on theist creators here, and like the Shroud of Turin and things like that. He debunks these BS claims that they're making.
You are whole twins? Okay. Let's see. You do put a lot of love and hate into it, but that's what makes it awesome. Their holes are the same size. Okay. I mean,
The holes are the same size. Which holes?
Her
Which
and
holes are
Lo-
your
they're-
same
they're-
size?
lobes. Air hole.
Oh.
Ear holes?
Oh.
That's
gotcha.
better. I was like, wait, what are we? I think we're getting a little off.
My mind went straight to the gutter.
Mine too. Like, what holes are we doing here? Guys, we're at 30,000 likes. Thank you so much for getting us there. Tiny Smawz is on the Secular Perspective, bringing the live to us tonight. So thank him for taking out his time to putting on the live. That's less things I have to worry about, and I
My
love
pleasure.
that. I love that. Wait, is that?
The chat's
is that
cracking
what-
me up.
Slice wants to know where to get a beard speedo.
A beard speedo?
Well, I think you have. And then you just get one.
Thank you for the heart.
Never mind. I lost it. I had something to say and I lost it. I
You
get my
lost
medicine
it.
back
Where'd it
tomorrow
go?
before I get my medicine back, or more medicine tomorrow before I go live tomorrow. So I'll be a little more present tomorrow. My ADHD is on. I'm gone tonight. It's hard to stay focused.
It's okay. I'll help try to keep us together. Kind of. I'll
If
use
you
my
are
beard
a
to
Christian, come
cohere
on up.
everything.
Be our second guest. We've been live for an hour and a half. We've only had one guest. If you're a Christian out there, Russell, even if you want to come up and have a conversation, I will have a conversation with you. I'm not sure Tiny wants to have a conversation with you, but I will have
I
a
think
conversation.
I already talked to him today. No, wait.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that was yesterday. Yeah. I was running the prompt, why don't theists hold to the burden
Joyful
of proof?
hates me.
And he kept
What?
not holding to the burden of proof. Wait, why? To hear? What happened?
Did you message me and I missed it?
Oh yeah, she was up here earlier while you
Ew,
were.
Gritty's in the chat. We don't like Gritty.
Oh.
Yeah, Gritty's.
He doubled down on the
consistent
like
L.
women shouldn't have the right to vote.
Yeah, Gritty's
He
misogynist.
beat
and
Tiny in
very
5
questionable.
debates already.
Bullshit in his mind. Jesus.
Yeah, Russell's too bad faith to have an honest conversation with me, and then he projects that bad faith onto me.
Makes me think of the Cranberries song in your head. Gritty.
In your head, zombie.
Oh, guys, also, if you are so kind, this is something I'm putting out there. We do have a friend in the community that needs a cubby bed for their daughter who is autistic. They are tens of thousands of dollars. Her insurance is paying all but $800. So we are going to try to raise some money. Anything that goes to my Cash App or my Venmo will go directly to her for the next several lives until we get that bed for her. She hasn't slept in like 2 years basically, so we like
That's awful.
she's tired all the time. So we need to get her this bed. She's not been able to afford it, and so if you can help in any way, even if it's a few bucks, we can definitely try to make it happen. I'm trying to get it to my dad, who I'm in business with, to provide some of it. You would think, being a Christian, he would, but that's up in there. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. But if you guys can help in any way, that would be awesome. And even if you don't put in there that it's going to her, I will directly make sure that it does get to that exact thing.
Hell yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you got a teddy bear.
Love it. Thank you so much.
A kung fu teddy bear at that.
It's adorable. Yeah, Gritty, you can just, eat a bag of dicks and go fuck yourself.
I think you're being too kind.
I will be right back.
My opinion on bidets is that they're very cleanly. They're very cleansing. Uh-oh, you got a violation.
Oh, I got a violation? Oh.
Yeah. Here, I gotta remove you. If you want to come back, you can. That's okay. It's probably from Gritty complaining. Oh, that is lame. Wow. Let's see if it pops up again. It probably wouldn't. Oh, he does the same thing to Candace? That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what L's do. Gritty. That's why Gritty is the biggest of L's.
He's just a troll. Like he trolls everybody.
Well, yeah, that's because he's a misogynist, racist, homophobic piece of shit.
That tracks.
What
I don't
can
like
you
him.
do?
Like what he said on my live, or not on my live, I was on Loeb's live. And he came up and was like talking with Lobes and I, and he said that women shouldn't have the right to vote. He said that women just belong in the kitchen, pregnant. Women don't belong in the workforce. He also said that like women don't belong in public office.
That's crazy. In my live a few days ago, it was like last week, he asked a person of color, "Are you an uppity?"
And uppity.
Hmm.
What does that even mean?
It's racist as fuck, is what it means. He asked a person of color, "Are you an uppity?" Like an uppity person. It's implying that he's an uppity black person, which is like racial connotations to where black people, it's very racist to where black people are fighting against the state, basically, somehow. I'm not sure exactly how it works,
Interesting.
but
I've never heard
it
that
was
term
very
before.
racist. It was
Yeah, that
very
sounds
racist of him.
racist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's racist as fuck. That's gritty. He's
I don't know how he
expressionist
doesn't get banned. Like, I don't know how
and
his account
racist.
doesn't get banned, all the stuff that he says.
Don, I want to thank you so much for your contribution to the bed. That was very generous. A $200 donation, Don. Thank you so much, and she will be
Yes, too, Doc.
overjoyed with that. And Rebecca gave $25 for the bed, and we also got a $5 donation for the bed on Cash App from Catherine. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. W's to everybody. Lay, thank you so much. Um, that that is so awesome. Thank you so very much.
Do we have mods in here? Can we just like get rid of Gritty?
Yeah, on it. I don't even know who he is, but I will get rid of him. I have no problem doing that.
Oh, I thought somebody muted him.
You go.
Good. Good riddance.
Hi, Gritty. Let's see.
What a POS.
Thanks for being here. Thank you, Sonny. POSFF for sure.
I think we should mute Russell too, to make him come up and talk to you. Here, let's do that.
All right.
Yeah,
Russell, you guys can drop me down if you want.
If you want to come up and have a conversation, you got to do it on the panel. All right, Redhead, I appreciate you.
Of course. Have a wonderful day, guys.
See you, Elizabeth.
It's funny because like the green screen, like when I wave my hand, it's like it doesn't know what to do with itself. So it's like my hand just like disappears. It's hilarious. I'm like cut in half. I'm like I got halved. I lost my shoulder.
What just happened?
Oh my gosh, I am such a nerd. I have too much fun.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
bye guys.
See you.
Take it easy.
Guys, thank you for being here. Sorry that it's not more entertaining. We can only do what we can do. If we get to 7, we will do a quick restart. Tiny will drop down and we will just pop right back up. We will do a quick restart. I just need a little bit of a heads up because I have a new way I'm going to do it over on the YouTube so that we don't pick up somebody else's YouTube stream, because that's normally what happens when we end here. It just automatically goes to some other stream. So to look a little more professional, I'm just going to put back on the commercial that we had for today's live and have that on loop until we're back up and going. So definitely trying to be a little more... Yeah, definitely trying to be a little more... make our streams look a little more efficient on YouTube. But we will do that when it comes to 7 o'clock if we do not get any. Let's see here. We got... You guys, make sure that if you're not following Lobes also does lives all the time, or he does pop-up lives all the time. They're usually not very long unless they're the ones at night. I'm asleep. I have a share in the mornings, and I didn't get it till the morning because I just am old. I feel old anyway. Tiny's like...
it do be like that.
But I just
somebody
don't
asked,
step
what's
that
your
light.
opinion? What's your opinion on public restrooms? W, if the seat is warm. Yeah, I mean, it's better than freezing your butt cheeks off, I guess.
I will...
Nothing like a warm,
hate my
greasy
life.
toilet seat.
I have used a public restroom maybe once since I was an adult. It literally will make me gag. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
You just got to learn how to hover.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't stand the urinals because like guys don't know how to make it into the urinal. I don't want to stand
that's the best
in
place
your
to
piss.
poop.
That it is the best place to take a shit for sure. I just don't. I just don't do it. I will be in pain before I do it. Yeah, everybody wants to pee in front of the urinal. Like, what the hell are you doing?
Well, you could be like Dawn and poop in Big Bend National Park desert.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would be more likely to go in the woods. Like, why not? Just lean up against a tree and do your thing. Poop is for home. Absolutely, Dorothy. Poop is for home. Sometimes it is painful, but it will subside. It will subside. Joyful apostate shit in the woods. I have. I would do that. I don't care.
As long as you wipe, who cares, right?
Yeah. You just come out one pair of underwear less. That's basically it. Wait, you don't poop in the urinals?
Wait, you don't
I do not
poop in the urinals?
It's been
Especially like those really long trough ones. Yeah.
You. Anyway, a little more back on topic. The upper decker. Oh my god. After the live, if you guys aren't part of the TSP, most of you have been in here most of the live, but for those of you that haven't, we have a Discord for TSP, and after the lives, we do a Q&A where you guys can come hang out, talk to me and Tiny. Whoever's the host that night will be in there. It's a quick thing, unless people want to hang out longer. Sometimes the hosts are in there very long, especially me. I'm like done after like 20 minutes in there, and I'm like, yeah, it's bedtime. And it's a lot of fun. We joke around. We have a lot of fun. We get asked questions about certain colors that came up. Come join us. See what it's all about. It is fun. If you are not a super fan or a member over on YouTube, If you become that and you are part of the TSP Discord, you will get special privileges into certain areas, or and you can talk to our official hosts because they all have access automatically for being an official host. But so, I mean, there's less people in there, and interacting with your favorite host can be fun. I'm already tired. Look at me.
I know, right? It's very few
I just
people
hate
who want
not
to come
having
up.
guests.
If you guys are Christian or a believer and would like to come up and have a conversation with us, you're more than welcome to. There's a request button on the bottom of the screen to the right of the comments. And if you press that, you can give it a request. We can talk about beliefs. Tiny, what is the best way to deal with Christians who are stuck in their identity? I wish I knew. It depends on the Christian. I told you all my weird secrets. That's funny. Yeah, if anybody has any conversation that they want to have about their beliefs in a God or anything like that, you're more than welcome to come up. This is the secular perspective where we're trying to compare worldviews and see what makes sense and what doesn't. Oh, thanks, KJ. I appreciate that. It looks like since Redhead left, the viewership has dropped. Shows that we're probably not as easy to look at, even though this glorious beard is. But, you know, it's okay.
All right, let's see here. I gave somebody bad information in the Discord.
Uh-oh. You're going to have to do some recompense.
Yeah. I never use my PayPal, so I gave them the wrong information. And I have messages.
Uh-oh. Hopefully you can figure it out. Yeah, if you are a believer,
Okay.
this is the secular perspective. We're trying to have discussions with believers and compare worldviews and try to meet in the middle.
Thank you, Alan, for the $25 for the bed. Thank you very much, Resist. That is very helpful, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. That brings us to about, what is that now? $250? That is amazing. Thank you guys so very much.
Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for helping out a person in need.
Yes, definitely. And this person deserves it.
Hell
deserves it a lot. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll probably have to go before the end of the night. If not, we can hit it tomorrow.
Yeah. I plan on doing it every live until we do, so she deserves some sleep and knowing that her baby is safe. There's no reason that we as a community can't make sure that happens for somebody. We are going to hit a restart, guys. I am going to change over the YouTube. I'll let you know, Tiny, as soon as I do. And then we'll just hit a restart. If you want to take a few minute break, it ain't a big deal because it will just be playing a commercial on the YouTube there.
Okay.
Give me 1 second here to get that switched over. Well,
You even shared it to Shark. Shark won't talk to me. He's afraid of me. He blocked my account.
He actually was pleasant the last time he was up on TSP, which was shocking. I've never had a good interaction with him. And he was, I don't know, something was wrong with him. All right, guys. We will be back very shortly. Wavy, come back and have a talk with us. We are doing a restart.
All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and restart on here, and then we'll be back.
Yep.
All right, cool. See you guys.
baby? Are you down with it? I arrived at a house, knocked on the door, not having no idea of what the night had in store. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning, not having appetite for love. Cause me so horny.
Ask me why a buck so much. I say what's wrong, baby doll, with being a nut. Cause my nature is rising and you shouldn't be mad. I won't tell your mama if you don't tell your dad. I know you'll be disgusted when he sees your clothes all messed up. Won't your mama be so mad if she knew you just been had? I'm a freaking heat, a dog without warning. My appetite is love, cause me so horny.
Say I'm desperate, even call me perverted, but you say I'm a dog when I leave you lost and deserted. I'll play with your heart and won't show no shame. I'll be blowing your mind, cause you're lame to the game. I'm just like that man they call Georgie Puddin' Pie. I break the girls' hearts and I make them cry. I'm like a dog in heat, a freak without warning, not having appetite for love. Cause me so horny.
What's the matter, baby?
It's true you were alone until you met me. I was the first to dress you up and made you sexy.
I met this girl standing on the block singing. She'll serve all the boys if I buy her a rock. Got that thing, she got jacked, punched her face, and I took my money back.
I was walking down the street when I met Miss Lula singing. She had a mouthpiece and a nice soup cooler. She went down.
Wait. 3. Doing 80 in a 60, fuck a tick. Fuck, cause I ain't had that pussy in a minute. I told her when I get it, I'ma hit it. She told me that she want it, I'll be there when I'm finished. Oh, girl, I'm
Let's see.
Good times. There we go.
Whoever joins the Discord as a member is gonna be in for surprise when they open the King Room. They will. They will. I am shocked sometimes when I open it, and I've been in there quite a few times.
Well, you know, we're all adults here. Y'all devil worshipping? No, we do not worship any devils or anything like that. We're secular. We don't hold to any religion or belief in any deities or any sort of afterlife or souls or spirits or anything like that. So no, we're not worshiping any devil. If anybody wants to come up and talk about belief systems and how they operate, we can probably find some sort of middle ground here. Yeah, just because somebody doesn't believe in a God, it doesn't follow that they automatically worship the devil. That's backwards. If you want to join the conversation, there's a button on the bottom of the screen to the right of the comments that looks like 2 people. If you give that a press, you can give it a request. Getting all kinds of notifications there. Oh, looks like we got a guest.
Lamar, are you over
Lamar.
18 and are you a theist?
Say it again.
Are you over the age of 18 and are you a believer in a God?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Go ahead, Tony.
Ready?
Which God do you believe in?
I believe that God in the Bible, I guess you could say. But I mean, like when you think of God, you think of the creator of everything. So the creator of everything has to be the creator of everything. You know what I mean? But I guess you could say the Bible because I do the Bible most.
Well, I don't assume that everything was created.
Okay. Why don't you assume that?
Well, I don't think that there's enough evidence to show that this universe was created.
Okay, so you're not created. You're not creation.
No.
You're not. What are you?
I'm a human being, a biological organism.
What's the definition of creation?
Something that is intended for a purpose. I don't think that human beings are intended for a purpose.
I thought creation was something that's brought forth into existence.
Well, yeah, I don't think that the universe was brought forth into existence.
Really? So you don't think that we exist right now? Like we're talking?
Like we're existing? I think we exist, but I don't think we were created.
So what do you think happened in the beginning of the universe? When the they said the Big Bang, right? They said it was light that was expanded, right?
No, there's no beginning to the Big Bang. Well, there's no universe. There's no beginning to the universe within the Big Bang model. It's just the expansion of the universe. It doesn't say that the universe began. It's just the expansion.
Right. And I'm not saying that the universe began at the expansion, like, because I had to kind of look this up myself. I'm just saying that the universe came into existence, the light, which came into existence in the universe. Because before the universe...
We don't know that. We don't know that the universe came into existence.
Okay, well, we know that before light matter, that there was dark matter, correct?
Well, we don't know that space and time came into existence. We have no idea if that's the case.
Okay. All right. Well, I do have more questions for you.
Sure.
For you, God. Okay. So, you said you don't believe in God. You don't believe that. Okay, so you don't believe in the metaphysical. Like you don't believe that we're spiritual beings. I'm sorry.
The metaphysical is basically describing things that exist. or the nature of things that exist. It doesn't mean that it's like a category of the immaterial, and there's often a conflation between these two things.
Right. So, I mean, from my understanding, what the metaphysical is the things that are not seen that exist. Like, for example, emotions, right? You can't see emotions. Your consciousness. You can't see your consciousness. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay, so consciousness. You believe we have a consciousness.
What is consciousness?
It's a metaphysical. It's a spiritual thing. It's not physical. It's not something that science can explain.
Is it a thing?
It is.
Okay, what kind of thing is it?
Consciousness is the ability to know. The ability to know right from wrong and the ability to understand oneself.
Well, an ability is not really a thing as much as a process that something is capable of performing. So it's not really a thing. It's more of like a noun, or not a noun. It's more of a verb. It's more of an action or a process than it is like a thing.
Okay. Well, I can agree, but do you agree that it can be a noun?
No.
You can't. So you don't agree that consciousness can be a noun? Can you look up the definition consciousness and figure out what that is?
It's a state of awareness.
Okay. Is it a noun, verb, or adjective?
It's a verb.
It's a verb. Is it described as a noun?
I don't know how it is.
Okay, so again, your consciousness is a thing, right? I know it's an action.
Well,
you can think. Okay, go ahead.
What is that thing?
It's your awareness.
Well, awareness is a process or an action. It's not. It's more of a verb than it is.
Right. I agree. Again, I agree with what you said. It's more of a verb than a noun. I agree completely. Your consciousness is more of a descriptive action, something that's happening. Like when you're thinking, or if you're aware of something, I can get that. I can understand that that's what your consciousness is doing. Like that's the action that your consciousness is taking. But
the action is the process of consciousness or being aware. It's
okay,
not a thing.
But what I'm saying to you is there any way in the definition, this is just the book.
It's not an object. It's not a thing. It's not a place. It's an action or a process.
Okay. I got you. Okay. So with this action, this process that we're talking about, right? Because that's not really my point. The point I'm trying to get to you is consciousness. You believe that the consciousness exists, right?
No, as an action, but not a thing.
Okay. So you do believe that the consciousness exists as an action, right?
Well, it's not a thing. Just to clarify.
Yeah, I never said that. I'm just going by what we understand, what we can agree with. Okay. Now I can agree to disagree. I believe it's more than an action, but we're gonna stick to just it being an action. So the action of
Uh-oh. I think he got a phone call. It's a secular perspective.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the act of consciousness, that means, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the act of consciousness, that means that you're aware, correct?
Yeah, it's not a thing though. It's just a process.
Okay. Yeah, I never said that. I'm just saying it's just an act of awareness. So what I'm saying to you is, do you think that act of awareness has to do, could you put that in the category of physical or metaphysical?
Yes.
Well, you can put your consciousness in the matter of physical?
Well, we can put the sun in the category of metaphysical. We can do that.
Yeah, I would. Right, I would.
We can put atoms and fields in the category of metaphysical as well. We can put human beings in the category of metaphysical. We can put animals in the category of metaphysical.
Listen, we can put everything in the act of metaphysical because emotions are metaphysical. The physical is our physical bodies. Our emotions are metaphysical. You can't touch your emotions.
Our bodies can be classified as metaphysical as well.
Of course. But what I'm saying to you is emotions, human emotions, are not physical. They are metaphysical. Do you believe that? Do you agree?
I do not.
I don't see a distinction between physical and metaphysical.
So do you believe human emotions? Okay, so you believe human emotions are physical? That's a physical characteristic?
Yes.
Human emotions.
I do. Yep.
Yeah, they're both physical and metaphysical. Do you understand
So
that?
you can't,
There's no distinction between the two. Do you understand that?
I disagree. I think physical is something that science can explain. Physical is something that you can touch. Physical is something that you can see. Emotions you can't touch or see. That's metaphysical.
Sure,
that's more. You can't.
Yeah,
listen. Think about it. Think about it.
You can see that.
You can't.
Hold on.
Hold on. I can be.
Wait. Go ahead, Joyful.
Yeah, so you can see emotions through chemical processes when you are observing a brain. They do studies on this. They literally can see emotions.
How are they looking at it? Okay, but how are they looking at it? By the naked eye? How are they looking at it? Or are they looking at it by... Go ahead.
By watching the brain, all the firing in the different parts of the brain.
But are they using
reactions?
Right, but are they using that by the naked eye, or are they using technology to detect that?
Well, yeah, they're using technology to detect that the same way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying to you is the human ability to see emotions is impossible. You can't see it. You can detect it. Yes. Okay, so
can you see an atom? Hold on. Can you see the smallest atom with your naked eye?
I can't.
Yeah, so does that make it not a physical thing?
Doesn't make it not a physical thing, but what I'm saying to you is the specific thing of emotions. Atoms are physical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can
so
definitely.
Are emotions.
Emotions is not
They're
physical.
chemical reactions. They're chemical reactions that happen in your brain.
Listen, chemical reactions in your brain is not physical. That's just emotions. That is
physical. What do you think a chemical reaction is? You don't think a chemical reaction is physical?
Again, you have to look up the definition. See, this is the problem that we have. I feel like when people are disagreeing, you have to give the general definition of physical and the general definition of metaphysical. Not the understanding, or hold on, not the context and what you understand or what you believe what physical, metaphysical is, because so many terminologies and words
I don't care
change.
about your ranting. I don't care about your ranting. Just give us the definitions of physical. Give us the definition.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do, because if I go out of my phone, then you can't hear me. I would love for you to pull up, if you can do this for me, because I'm just being. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not calling anybody out their name. I'm just being respectful.
Definition.
Mm-hmm.
Relating to the body as opposed to the mind. Relating to things perceived through the senses as opposed to the mind. Tangible or concrete things. A medical examination, or it could be used to describe what you would find through a medical examination. Which would also fall under the category of chemicals reacting in your brain.
Okay, right. Now, can you look up the definition of metaphysical? Because there is a difference. Let's differentiate the two. Okay.
Metaphysical is relating to, characteristics of the metaphysical poets.
Characteristics. What's characteristics?
My face has characteristics. Is my face then metaphysical?
Your face is expressing characteristics.
Okay, but so the characteristics of my face are metaphysical.
The characteristics of your face is metaphysical. What's the definition of metaphysical? Metaphysical again?
Characteristics of metaphysical poets.
Okay, so that's the general definition of metaphysical. That's what you're telling me?
Yep.
So if I look this up, let me look this up just to make sure. I'm not believing you, but I feel like it's just like you're kind of leaving stuff out here. Hold on one second. Because I'm gonna make a clear and valid point of what metaphysical is.
Okay, we'll try Merriam too.
Okay, of course.
Try Stanford.
Relating to metaphysics. Relating. Okay.
Okay. Metaphysical.
So then
it says the
describe
branch.
what are metaphysics.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
Look up metaphysics, Joyful.
Okay. Metaphysics or metaphysical?
Metaphysics.
Metaphysical is a description of metaphysics. So now we have to know what metaphysics are. A division of
Right.
philosophy that is concerned with the fundamental nature of reality and being, and that includes ontology, cosmology, and often epistemology.
Right.
Gotcha.
Which would
Now,
include,
here's the thing.
Which would include physical things in nature, in reality.
Right.
Which would include human beings' brains, emotions, thoughts, and consciousness, which would include all of the things that exist in our reality. Right?
Got you. Okay.
Right.
Here's the
So then physical would be
What did they describe?
understood under metaphysics.
Okay.
Okay. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to separate these two and make that physical and metaphysical.
Yes, because
when really
yes,
it's
because-
just one thing.
Because they're
Not two different systems.
It's definitely different. I'm
What's
gonna
the difference?
differentiate. Okay, here it is. Physical refers to the tangible, observable world of matter and energy, studied by science.
That would be metaphysical.
Right, now, hold on.
Yeah.
Right. Now, hold on. No, that's not metaphysical. That's physical.
Yes,
that's
it is.
not metaphysical.
Yes. Physical is a type of metaphysics.
Sir, I'm reading. All I'm doing, I'm just Googling metaphysical.
What is the difference, Lamar? What is the difference between physical and metaphysical? What is the difference?
Can I give you the definition, please?
We just gave you the definition.
Okay, can I read you the definition that I am looking up on Google? Can I do that? Is that okay? No, the difference between the physical and the metaphysical. I'm going to give you the definition of that. Okay?
Sure.
I'm just reading it. I'm not even giving you my opinions. I'm just reading facts, logical stated facts.
Yeah, just that's fine. Go ahead. Just stop
Let's go
with
there.
the extra shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Respectfully,
Physical.
stop with all the extra shit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Physical refers. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. Physical refers to the tangible, observable world of matter and energy studied by science. Stop. That's it.
Yep.
That's what the physical is. Again, let's say it again.
Physical category. Yeah.
No, it says the physical. Physical refers to the tangible, observable world of matter and energy studied by science. That's the physical.
Okay.
That means you can observe it with your naked eye. You can see it. So if I can see a plant, that means the plant's physical. If I can see a human, that means a human physical. That means it's
Lamar. Now give us the difference between this and metaphysics.
Got you.
Okay,
Now metaphysical.
Hold on. Lamar, hold on. Just 1 second. I just want to say something. My quick Google search says metaphysics is the study of the physical world. So now I'm confused.
Okay, so this is what I did. I Googled metaphysical and physical. That's all I did. I said metaphysical and physical, and I Googled it. That's all I put.
No, that's what I'm saying. I can get. Listen, my Google's going to tell me something that is going to fit what I already have researched into Google. It is going to be catered to your preferences. That's how
Google?
AI works.
Google.
Yes.
Okay, so let me understand this, right?
What I'm saying is,
no. I get what you're saying. Just
what
hear
I'm
me out.
saying is, you asked me to look for definitions. You didn't like my definition, so now you're
I never
going
said
and
that.
trying to find more definitions.
I never said that. Never said I didn't like your definition. I'm just telling you what I'm Googling. I said I Googled metaphysical and physical, and this is what it's giving me. So if you could do that, hold on. If you can do that, that would be fine. Metaphysical versus the physical. Can I give you the metaphysical, what it means? Hello. So you're not going to say anything?
Yes, you can give. Just
hold on a second.
I'm sick of edging. Just do it.
Okay. Edging. I know. All right. The metaphysical deals with the abstract concepts beyond sensory experience. Beyond sensory experience, like existence, reality, and consciousness. Exploring why things are the way that they are, often delving into the spiritual or conceptual realm, making it the realm of philosophy and deeper meaning. There's a difference. The key difference is that the physical can be measured and tested, while the metaphysical deals with ideas. Hold on, I'm almost done.
No, read it again. Read that one more time. I want to point something out to you. Read it again.
Okay. You want me to the whole thing? Start from the top?
The metaphysical part. Just read the metaphysical part.
Okay. The metaphysical deals with abstract concepts beyond sensory experience, like existence, reality, and consciousness. Exploring why things are the way they are. Hold on, I'm almost done. Often delving into spiritual or conceptual realm, making it the realm of philosophy and deeper meaning. The key difference is that the physical can be measured and tested, while the metaphysical deals with ideas, laws, and possibilities that structure the physical but aren't directly seen, like the nature of thought or soul. So this is, like I said, the metaphysical is the explanation of the things that you can't see with your naked eye. That's the metaphysical.
You can see chemical reactions within the brain.
Right, you can see the world around us, and you can see where things come from, and you can use.
Okay,
I'm gonna say tiny. That's
hold on, stop. Oh wait, what? Does Ems want to come up? Yeah, he can come up if he wants to. Sure. It just shows that you're talking about the category of concepts versus the category of the physical world around us. Okay, we've established that you're talking about abstracts, which are not concrete things, which are not objects, which are not things, and then you're talking about the things around us, right?
Yep.
So the concept of metaphysics doesn't deal with things or objects or substances, and we're talking about physics, which deals with things, objects, and substances. Okay.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying is, within metaphysics, we can discuss the things in physics conceptually.
Okay.
Right. So it's basically a difference between language and objects.
Okay.
So we established the difference between language and descriptors and
absolutely
propositions and objects and things that are tangible and things that have ontology.
Absolutely.
So metaphysics is epistemological. Physics is ontological.
I agree. There's a difference. There's a key difference. There's a difference in the metaphysical and the physical. So again, you believe
but it doesn't mean supernatural. It doesn't mean spiritual.
Okay, it said it.
It doesn't mean spiritual.
Can I read that again?
Go ahead, Ems. Go ahead, Ems, because yeah.
So you said that physical is anything you can see with your naked eye. Can you hear me?
Well, yeah, I muted him because he was still talking. I don't know if he knows he's
Lamar.
muted.
Right? Can you hear me? Can you hear me
I
now?
can hear you now. Can you
Yeah,
answer
I
my
can.
question?
Okay, yes. So listen,
So
the
it is anything you
physical.
can see with your naked eye.
Okay, listen. The physical is things that you can sense, not with your eyes, but with your senses, with all of your senses. You know what I'm saying? So you can see, feel, right?
So
You can touch it.
the reason I asked that is
Okay,
because
go
you said verbatim 3 times. It is anything you can see with your naked eye. So
Yeah, the
with
physical.
so with the assistment, like if you're assisted with technology to observe things, is that still physical?
My, say it again. I'm sorry. Say that part.
If I, for example, is a bacterium physical?
Is bacteria physical? Yeah, it's physical. Yeah.
Okay. So, is a receptor on the surface of a cell physical?
The receptor to who? Say it again.
On the surface of a cell, is it physical?
Oh, on the surface of a cell, is that physical? Yeah, if it's an object, yes. If anything is an object, that's physical.
So, when neurotransmitters bind to receptors on neurons, and then they cause you to have different emotions, is
Absolutely.
that physical?
That part is physical, but the emotions itself is not. Emotions itself is not physical. That's metaphysical. The part that you're talking about,
You mean
the
the
neurons
experience of
and the
the experience
receptors.
itself?
Right. Hold on. Right. That's what I'm saying. The part that you're talking about, the neurons, the receptors, everything, that is physical. That is to detect the metaphysical. Do you get what I'm saying?
The
So the metaphysical,
but
again,
it
hold on
is
real
not
quick.
detecting it, though. It is affecting it. It is causing it.
That's what I'm saying to you. If you think,
Hold
look
on,
this
say
up
that
again.
again. Hold on, Lamar, stop. Say
Okay,
that
go.
statement again, Ems.
So it is not detecting the metaphysical. It is causing it.
Let's look that up.
We don't have to look it up. If a specific neurotransmitter binding to a receptor is causing a specific feeling, that would mean that the feeling is caused by the receptor, which would
Okay.
mean the physical is causing the metaphysical.
Okay. Right. Exactly. I agree. So,
where is the
according
connection?
to you,
So where is the
hold on.
connection?
What do you mean the connection between metaphysical and physical, or what?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, where? How does the physical turn into a metaphysical experience?
Okay, so again, we're physical beings. I'm not physical beings. I'm sorry. We're spiritual beings and physical bodies. Okay, our spiritual determines our emotions, our consciousness,
But that is
everything.
not true, though. Everything you mentioned is physical. It is physically caused.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Can I finish? The metaphysical is obviously the cause of the physical, because again, if I'm experiencing an emotion, that emotion I'm going to act
Wait, that's
out with.
backwards. That's backwards. The physical is causing the metaphysical.
The physical is causing the metaphysical?
Yes.
How's that backwards? So if somebody, if I spoke
The
to
physical
you,
causes the metaphysical.
nah, listen, if I spoke to you and I called
If you physically
you,
speak to me,
and I called you, no, right,
you
and
physically speak to me.
I'm physically speaking to you, but my words,
That's
the
the
words
first
that
step.
I'm coming
The
out,
first step. The very
hold on.
first step is a physical emission of sound from your
The
vocal
first-
cords.
right, but
That's
the
a
first
physical
step,
thing.
hold on,
That's what's
right, but hold on.
causing. That's what's causing
The
this
metaphysical.
process. The first
Right, but
thing that you're doing is speaking to someone. That's a physical interaction, and then that's that those words are being received by
metaphysical.
someone who is having an emotional response, which
That's what but that's what I'm talking
the
about.
physical is causing.
But
the
I'm
metaphysical.
talking about, okay, there's two things. There's cause and effect, okay? So the
Yes,
causing,
the metaphysical is an effect. The cause is
No.
physical, and then
Can I
the
finish?
effect is metaphysical.
right, but can I finish? Right. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
Causing.
Let's start. Wait. Stop. The cause is physical.
I agree.
The effect is
metaphysical.
metaphysical.
I agree.
Right. So,
but you still have
always,
to.
Hold on. Stop. It's always the physical that's going to cause the metaphysical.
Okay, I get it. But you still have to account the effect that you're causing. The metaphysical are the words that's coming out of your mouth, the energy that's coming out of your mouth. So if you're shouting at somebody, that's going to be the effect. So that effect is the cause of your metaphysical, your emotions, your energy that's causing that person to react.
You're not listening.
I just described it.
I think I'm physically getting ill.
You have it backwards.
No, but I heard y'all. I didn't have it backwards.
Yeah,
I'm agreeing with what y'all saying.
You're literally
but
backwards.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But
okay.
Listen, I'm agreeing with y'all.
Hold on. Wait, Lamar. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So the physical causes the metaphysical.
Yes, I get that part. I agree.
Right. So then the metaphysical is not causal.
But then that's the part which you're not understanding from me. What I'm saying to you is the physical, you have two people, okay? You have the action and you have the reaction. You have the cause and you have the effect. The cause is the one person that's physically talking. He's using his physical mouth to allow the metaphysical to come out of his mouth to cause the effect of that person. Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean the metaphysical coming out of his mouth?
The energy, the emotion.
The energy. What energy?
The emotion, anger, frustration, happiness, gladness.
It physically
that's not an energy.
leaves your mouth. And then it enters the other person.
Okay. Again, I can use my mouth to cause the metaphysical, but I still don't have to use my mouth to cause a metaphysical. I can still communicate without using my mouth. I can still communicate by even just sitting there and somebody can detect, something's wrong with you. You're
physically.
Right, but do you understand what I'm saying? Like I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. Emotion.
Lamar.
Right?
Lamar.
Hold on.
Lamar.
Emotions. Hold on, just can I finish?
Lamar.
Yes.
Do you know the difference between a cause and an effect?
And effect. Yes, I know the difference.
Okay, so the cause would be physical.
Physical, yes.
And the effect
is metaphysical.
It would be secondary, right? It wouldn't be the first thing. It would be the second thing.
But it would be metaphysical because, again, you have to talk about the effect.
Yeah, the second thing.
Okay,
the second thing is metaphysical.
I agree.
First thing,
but what I'm saying
is the physical.
Right, I agree. But what you're not referring to is
what are you arguing for?
Communication, okay, has to be determined by two things: the physical and the metaphysical. Correct? The other side of the communication, there has to be two people communicating: the person talking and the other person listening, the person speaking and the other person understanding. So the one person, as they're using their physical mouth to express a metaphysical emotion, that other person is going to pick up that metaphysical emotion and use that emotion to cause any reaction to whatever that person has spoken to them. That is what I'm talking about.
So what now?
Okay, so again, I'm going to explain what the metaphysical is. Now, what the Bible explains is the metaphysical. It explains the moral.
Where does it say anything metaphysical? Where does it use the term metaphysical in the Bible?
The Bible doesn't use the term metaphysical. No.
So
how are you
associating? How are you associating the metaphysical to the Bible?
I'm associating the metaphysical to the Bible because, again, the metaphysical are characteristics, they're emotions, and that's what the Bible explains. It just uses physical meanings or physical terms, like, again, for like the story of Adam and Eve, okay? They're using literal physical things to determine what the Bible is trying to explain. It's just the same as I don't even have to use the Bible. I could use the story of Santa Claus, okay?
What
So
does
the moral of
spiritual
the
mean?
story, go ahead.
What does spiritual mean? What does spiritual mean?
Spiritual mean is just the characteristics of a person. It's the consciousness, it's the awareness, it's the emotion.
So what is that?
That is metaphysical. That is spiritual. That is what the Bible explains. The Bible, see, what a lot of people don't understand.
Stop. Hold on, Lamar.
Sure.
Do you realize
Sure,
what
go
just happened?
What's up?
Were you listening to what you were saying?
Oh, go ahead. Repeat what I was saying. I want to know.
So I asked you, what is spiritual?
Yes.
And you said it's the metaphysical thing that is spiritual.
Oh, no. You said what is physical? I thought you said what is spiritual.
No.
I'm confused.
I said, what is spiritual?
Okay, so spiritual is characteristics. They're emotions. They're your moral. Hold on, real quick. That's your morals. That's your characteristics. That explains your state of mind, your state of being, your anger, frustration, embarrassment, happiness. Yes, joy.
Brain states.
Yes, I agreed. I said yes. Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
So then
just
it's
explaining.
physical.
Brain states is physical. A state of mind is physical.
Yes.
Emotion is physical. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
They are chemical reactions that happen in the brain.
That is the that is the physical part of it. That's not explained.
Yes.
This is just like
physical.
Hold on. Can I explain this? Can I explain this? Okay, you have Wi-Fi signal, right? The signal of the Wi-Fi is the metaphysical.
No,
the Wi-Fi signal is not
physical.
It's not physical. You
Wi-Fi
can't see it.
signal is physical.
How is it physical? You can't see it.
It's physical. It's measurable. It's an impulse from a frequency. Which frequencies are physical?
Frequencies are
waves.
Physical?
Radio waves.
Wait.
Radio waves are physical.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes, they are physical things. They are physical.
Hold on. Frequencies. You're telling me frequencies are physical?
Yep.
So are frequencies physical and can? Okay. So let me get this straight. So frequencies. Let's say I'm trying to like make music.
It can be measured.
For example.
It can be observed. It can be the measured. Definition of physical.
So if you can explain it, explain where does it come from? I'll wait.
What come from?
You said it. What did you say? You said what was it? Radio waves?
Yes.
Okay.
Radio
can
waves
explain
come from a transmitter, which is physical, to a receiver, which is also physical. While
the receiver is physical.
It can be received by many different receivers.
But
that's how radio waves work. Now,
that's what I'm saying. You're talking about
the signal is. Hold on, Lamar. Listen. I thought you wanted to listen, but you're interrupting, and it's like you're not listening.
I'm listening.
Okay. Are you? I can't tell if you're listening because I keep hearing you speak. So it's either the case. Okay. I'm not sure if you are because I keep hearing you speak. So it's either the case that there is this signal that's going through the air that can be measured, and this signal itself is physical, and that's why it can be measured. Or this thing is immaterial and it cannot be measured. It cannot be received, and it is not physical.
Okay, so let me ask
Wi-Fi signals. Hold on a second. Wi-Fi signals operate the same way. They operate in a physical boundary. right?
Okay.
Wi-Fi signals and radio signals are physical.
Okay. Let's look at it.
Holy shit.
Okay, it says, yes, radio waves are physical. They are a form of electromagnetic radiation consisting of oscillating electric and magnetic fields that travel at the speed of light, carrying energy and information without needing a material medium.
Yep.
That comes from Cambridge.
Okay. All right. Now,
do you know what an oscilloscope is?
Yeah.
You know what an oscilloscope is?
Yes.
Okay. It's something that measures what?
It measures waves. Frequencies.
Radio waves.
Yes, frequencies.
Yeah. Physical radio waves. Physical frequencies.
Is radio waves metaphysical? Let's look at it.
Holy shit.
Metaphysical concepts are often analyzed to radio waves to suggest that consciousness
but this isn't. But this is disanalogous because radio waves are physical.
Can I just read what I just read?
No, because you're going against the evidence we're providing.
I'm not going against the evidence. I have not even disagreed.
Do you see? Wait. Hold on. Music, right? The peaks and valleys in your profile picture, right here. That is a physical thing. That peak, and then it goes to a valley, then it goes to a peak, then it goes to a negative, right? These are physical.
I get it. Yep. Let's talk about it.
Sound waves.
Okay, I get it.
Physical.
Got you. Now hold on.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying to you. It says here, metaphysical concepts are often analogized to radio waves to suggest to radio waves that consciousness exists independently of the brain, acting as a receiver for unseen frequencies.
It's disanalogous. I wouldn't accept that analogy.
Huh? I just read it from the thing. How are you not accepting that analogy? It's not like I made it up. I'm just reading it.
Wow.
Analogies that are written on the internet don't make them true. You do realize this, right?
So where am I supposed to get information from? You tell me.
Credible sources that can be verified.
What credible sources? You tell me. I thought the internet was.
I used Cambridge and NASA. What are you using? Google AI?
I'm using Google and my understanding of things and my
So I'm using NASA.
Okay.
And I'm using Cambridge University. Do you see the difference?
Okay, so Cambridge University, right? Okay. Hold on. I'd rather use Pornhub, yeah. But what I'm saying to you is that you do have to understand that there are different sources that we can all learn from. There's many of sources. You have the internet, you have...
Yeah, but I don't care about your own understanding in AI.
I don't care. Neither. I'm not saying that you have to. I never said nothing about you caring. I'm just bringing out facts. I'm bringing out logic, sense. If it doesn't make sense, then you shouldn't care. I'm just trying to make it make sense to you, to everyone.
All right, hold on. If there are zero chemicals, like chemical reactions going on in your brain, are you having consciousness?
That's a good question. I'm going to try to answer that as best as I can. Me personally, can you have? I would think not. No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because it's obviously your brain has to react to things, has to be conscious to understand how things work. If you don't have a conscious brain, then you're not going to understand. So yeah, I mean, I would think
consciousness is physical. Thanks. Yep.
So consciousness, and that's what I'm saying to you. Okay, consciousness is metaphysical, but you can describe it and you can detect it as a physical thing. Consciousness
you just admitted without chemical reactions in your brain, there is no consciousness. So unless the physical aspect is there, there is no consciousness, right?
Let's take it like this, Lamar. Let's imagine that there is just a consciousness existing in a realm where there is no objects around it. What would this consciousness think of? What would this consciousness be aware of? How would it even be conscious? Holy shit. Did you hear me? Did you hear me, Lamar? Lamar,
no,
Lamar,
I didn't.
Let me say it again because
I didn't hear you.
Okay, hold on, listen. Hold on. Instead of just jumping all over, just please listen. Okay.
I'm not.
If there's just a consciousness existing, right, in a realm where there's nothing there, and this consciousness doesn't have any prior knowledge of any things or objects, and it's just existing in a void where there is no time and there is no objects around it, what would this consciousness be aware of, and how would it think?
It probably would be aware of oneself, because that's the idea of consciousness.
How would it be aware of itself? Explain to me how it would even be aware of itself.
To know that it has a consciousness. That's aware of oneself.
How would it know that?
Because it has a consciousness.
How would it know what itself is?
Is the ability to know.
How would it know what itself is? There's no body to recognize. How would it know what itself is?
I'm going to explain to you. Okay? Let me read this for you, and then I'll explain.
Wait, no, don't read. No, stop, Lamar. No, I want you to engage
can't read anything?
with what I said. I don't want you to read anything. I want you to engage with what I said. You said it would have consciousness of the self. I want to know how it would have consciousness of the self. What is the process and mechanism there?
The process and mechanism having a consciousness is the ability to know oneself. This is why I believe
itself. How would it know itself?
The ability to choose.
Lamar.
I'm answering the question.
No, you're not. Explain to me under what mechanism this consciousness is aware of itself.
The ability to choose.
What is it choosing
right
between?
From wrong.
What is it choosing between?
Wrong.
There's nothing there.
Right
it's a void. There's no objects. There's no right and wrong. There's nothing there to choose from that would be considered right or wrong. How is it choosing anything? How is it aware of itself?
So you're telling me without any physical, how would a consciousness be aware? That's what you're saying?
How would it be aware of anything if it's just a consciousness without a body, without anywhere or location, without any spatial, temporal, or any objects around it? How would it have any self-awareness?
That's a good point. I mean, you got me there. You know, I don't think that your consciousness without anything around.
So Lamar, hold on, Lamar. This leads to the conclusion that consciousness or the metaphysical is not causal to the physical. It's
not,
backwards.
Okay,
backwards, Lamar.
Do you understand that? Do you understand? Listen, I'll be backwards.
Do you understand?
I understand. I understand I'm backwards, but do you understand?
Lamar, hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Listen.
Go ahead.
Do you understand that the
I'm just waiting for
metaphysical
my time.
is okay? So if you're not here to have a conversation, you're just here to speak. That tells me that you're not listening. It also tells
I
me
am listening.
you don't understand. Okay, so what am I saying?
You're trying to figure out what your consciousness has to do with the metaphysical. You're telling me that your
Nope.
consciousness is
That's
more
not what I'm
physical.
saying. Nope.
Okay,
That's
so
not
what
I
are
said
you
at all.
saying about your consciousness? Your consciousness exists, right?
I'm saying
It can only be two
consciousness.
things, physical or
Hold
metaphysical.
on. Stop. Hold on. Stop.
Go ahead.
Consciousness can only exist if there's something to be aware of. And for
Of
there to
course.
be something that's physical, this means the physical causes consciousness.
So you're hold on. So you're telling me that it has to be a physical state in order to have, like, you have to have a physical object in order to detect your consciousness. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Isn't your consciousness that it makes you aware of things, right? That's the whole point of consciousness, is to have an awareness of things around you, of things could be physical, metaphysical, emotions, whatever it is. It's just the ability to know. That's what a consciousness is, right? So when I ask this question, I'm asking you in Google, you pull up, what is consciousness? Is it more physical or is it metaphysical? It's going to tell you that it's metaphysical, okay? And what I'm saying by that is that God Did y'all mute me again?
I was muted. It's impossible for consciousness to exist without the physical. Do you understand?
I understand that, sir. I get that.
Okay. So then you're contradicting yourself.
But it doesn't negate the fact that there is a metaphysical and that your consciousness is metaphysical. It doesn't negate that. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, so then you're agreeing that the physical is the cause for consciousness.
The physical, I agree. But there's still a difference. There's still a differentiate. You still have to differentiate.
This means consciousness cannot exist without the physical. The metaphysical cannot exist. The metaphysical can't exist without the grounding of physicality.
I agree.
Okay, so then you can't say that God caused anything.
Yes, I can.
Okay, now you're contradicting yourself. Unless you can say God is physical.
No, God is not physical. No,
okay,
he is spiritual.
God cannot be causal.
Huh? Okay.
Then it wouldn't
this
be
is what
causal.
I'm saying to you. Okay, hold on. This is what I'm saying to you. Okay, God is spiritual. Okay, when things were came to be of nature, the physical, that's when things change. God became physical. He became physical by turning into Jesus Christ himself. He came down in physical form to explain what a human being is.
Lamar.
Yes.
Did Jesus do that when the universe was created?
No.
Okay, so then God didn't cause the universe.
God created the universe. Thus, again, if you look at the definition of creator, mind you, we are created. Listen, look at the definition of creator. It says to bring forth something in existence. The existence
I don't think
is
that
us.
happened, though. I don't believe
know,
that happened.
Okay, listen, that's an opinion. Let's look at the definition of existence.
I don't believe that creation happened. That anything was created.
So what are we? Are we not creation then? We're not created?
No.
We weren't created.
No.
What are we then?
We came we are atoms.
Hey, I'm going to
that
use the
came-
restroom.
Atom and gas.
I'll
Somebody
be
look,
back.
Is all we are.
please somebody look this up. You could just look this up. Definition. Are we human beings created? Okay?
No.
This is what it says. It says humans are believed to have evolved over millions of years from ape-like ancestors. This crap.
Yeah,
But
they
you know what I
weren't
mean?
created.
According to scientific, no, does it say? It says it.
No, they evolved. They weren't created. They evolved.
Okay.
Do you know what the
That
difference
evolved-
between creation and evolution is?
Yes, I do. The difference. I'm gonna read it. Okay. Difference
Yep.
between
I love how much you
evolution.
rely on
Hold
AI
on.
too.
I'm
That
gonna.
just shows how low tier. That just
And
shows how low
creation.
tier you are.
No, I'm just listen. I don't want. Listen. My whole point is not to give you my opinion because all we're gonna do is to go back and forth. I'm gonna give you facts
Then let's
and
talk
logical
Bible. Then
definition.
let's talk Bible
Sure.
then. Let's talk Jesus and Bible then.
I'm going to. Can I get to the point of what I'm trying to get? And we can
No,
talk
because
about
this
Jesus.
is nonsense. This is nonsense. You already you already read the part that says we evolved. We evolved.
No.
We weren't created.
Evolution
Evo-
describes the gradual natural process of life, diversifying over billions of years, while creation asserts that a supernatural power has created the universe, and it did.
And I don't believe that part. This is a
What
pointless
is the Big
conversation.
Bang?
I do not believe in creation.
So you don't believe in the Big Bang?
I do. That's not creation.
Okay, so you don't believe. So okay, so what? Okay, so let me ask you
The
this.
universe is
You're a father.
eternal.
Hold on.
That's what
Hold
I
on.
believe.
Hold on. You're a father, right?
Yep.
You have kids?
Yep.
Did you create them? Did you and your spouse create them? No?
Nope. They evolved from chemical processes. Same as
Bruh.
everything else.
Bruh. Oh my gosh. Let's look at creation, the definition, please. Creation.
We
Definition
already
of
talked
creation.
about that. Let's talk about the Bible.
Okay. The action of process of bringing
Why
something
do you
to
think
existence.
Jesus is God?
Why do I think Jesus is God?
Mm-hmm.
Because it says it in the Bible.
Okay, why do you think that the Bible is credible?
Because it
Because
explains.
the Bible lies a lot.
Okay, you tell me, what does the Bible lie about?
Oh, I can
I
show
told you what the
And
Bible.
Just Jesus,
The Bible
Jesus is-
explains the metaphysical. It explains things, and it gives people a moral of the story. Just like when you think of the story of Santa Claus,
I
right?
don't-
Hold on,
yeah,
let me
that's
finish.
cool. Yeah, this is all cute, but we're gonna read the Bible, and I'm gonna show you where it lies. Matthew 2 and Luke 2. Have you ever read Matthew 2 and Luke 2? The birth of Jesus? Have you ever read about the birth of Jesus? Maybe not. You gotta unmute, Lamar. I know you're probably yelling into the void, but you gotta unmute.
Listen,
Have you ever read
what
the
is the
birth story of
definition?
Jesus?
What is the definition of critical thinking? Please tell me.
I do
they're
not
not-
care. We're talking about. I know you're running from your Bible because you know you're about to get cooked on it. So what we're going to do is talk about your Bible. I don't care about that definition. I muted you because you don't want to stay on topic. We are going to stay on fucking topic. Have you ever read Matthew 2 and Luke 2? Unmute and answer.
I don't know why my microphone is unmuting. Okay,
Because you cannot stay on topic.
I'm staying on topic. You're asking me a verse, and you're muting me.
Yes. Have you read
Tell
it?
me. I said yes. Yes.
Okay,
What do you want?
then we're going to
What
read
else
it. I'm going to show you the Bible lying in real time.
Go ahead. You tell me.
All right. Matthew 2 says, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem. Do you know? Are you aware of when King Herod reigned and died?
Am I aware of King Herod reigned in when?
Reigned and he died.
No, you tell me.
Yeah, 4 BCE.
Okay,
so
what?
Jesus, according to Matthew 2, Jesus was already born by 4 BCE.
Okay, so where does the Bible say that Jesus was born in 4 BCE?
It says that he was born after Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea during the time of King Herod.
Okay,
King Herod died in 4 BCE, so Jesus would have had to have been born before 4 BCE, correct?
Okay, does it, in the Bible, does it say
Lamar,
anywhere or any time that Jesus is born? It does not. It does not give you a date or time or year.
I'm going to mute you again because you cannot stay on topic.
Because
oh my God. Lamar, does this say Jesus was born during the reign of King Herod? In Matthew 2 verse 1? We're going to have to take this very slow for you.
Listen, it says that
in Matthew 2 verse 1. Yes. Okay. Do you know when King Herod died?
Yes. Do you know when Jesus...
Hold on.
I'm asking you a question. Do you know when Jesus was born?
It had to have been, according to Matthew 2:1, before 4 BCE, correct?
Oh, my Lord. It does not say that in the Bible. It does not say that in the Bible.
Oh, my God. Are you this fucking dumb?
No, I'm telling you, it doesn't say that in the Bible.
It says he was born during the reign... Does it say he was born during the reign of King Herod?
Yes, but does it give a specific time or date or year? No.
But that's why I'm saying he had to have been born before the death of King Herod in 4 BCE if he was born during the reign of King Herod, correct?
Jesus was born during the reign of King Herod, right?
King Herod died in 4 BCE, so Jesus had to have been born before 4 BCE.
I'm going to read you something. The king ruling Judea... I'm not. I'm reading you something. Listen.
No, I'm not. You're not reading.
I think he is dumb.
What you are going to do is answer questions honestly.
You don't have to
keep getting muted if you keep running away from the actual conversation.
I'm not.
Lamar, can Jesus be born after 4 BCE if Herod died in 4 BCE? Is that possible logically?
Going to let me answer the question or not?
Yes, answer the question. Is that logically
what is
possible?
The question? What is the question so I can answer correctly?
Okay. Herod died in 4 BCE. Jesus was born during the life of King Herod. Is it possible for Jesus to be born after 4 BCE?
Historical estimates place his birth between 6 and 4
so you're
BCE.
Gonna get muted. Okay, so you're going to get muted again. You're going to answer my question directly. We're going to keep asking the same and muting you until you answer it because you're just being dishonest. King Herod died in 4 BCE. Jesus was born during the reign of King Herod. Is there any logical way? Is there any logical way he was born after 4 BCE?
Jesus himself. That's what you're telling me? That's what you're asking me?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm going to answer it. Can you please stop muting me?
You're going to have to tell me, is it just, it's a yes or no. Is it logically possible?
It's an open-ended question. It's not, you can't just answer.
Oh my God.
Bruh.
It is not.
It's literally
you will get
open-ended
muted again if you do not give me a yes or no. You will get muted again.
The question.
It's a yes or no, Lamar. Is it logically possible for Jesus to be born both before Herod's death and after Herod's death? Is that possible logically? That's the simplest way I can put this. It's a yes or no question. Can he both be born before his death and after it? I think you can figure this answer out. I think. I'm crossing my fingers, Lamar. I'm crossing my fingers that you have them 2 brain cells can come together and answer this question.
I can answer this question. You have to listen to me so
it's
you can
a yes
understand
or no.
It's not a yes or no, sir.
Okay,
It's
then you're
not.
getting muted.
I have to.
Nope, you're muted again. I'm going to ask it again, and you're going to give me a yes or no. We will do this all night. I really don't give a fuck. Lamar, is it possible, yes or no, for Jesus to be both born before and after?
Bro, we can do this all night. We can do this all night. I don't quit. I don't run.
Lamar, answer the question. It is a simple question. Why can't you answer simple questions? You're like talking to a toddler. Answer, it's a very simple thing. Tiny, I'm going to ask you this question. See how easy this is to answer. Is it logically possible for Jesus to be born both before Herod's death and after Herod's death?
No.
Before the king's death, right? Jesus was born in Bethlehem during the reign of Herod the Great, 37 to 4 BCE, shortly before the king's death, fearing the prophecy of the new king of Jews. Herod sought to eliminate Jesus, ordering the massacre.
Hold on.
So you just said it. Your thing just said it. He was born before 4 BCE, according to the thing you just read. So we agree now. Jesus was born before 4 BCE. Wonderful. Now the problem is we're going to go to Luke 2. Luke 2 says, in those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken the entire Roman world. This was the first census taken place while Quirinius was governor of Syria, and everyone went there to their own town to register. So Joseph also went. So after Quirinius gave his census, Jesus was born. Can we agree on that? According to Luke 2.
That's what Luke 2 says, yes.
Okay, Lamar, are we tracking, or what are we doing? Are we tracking, buddy?
He's running.
Now he's Googling apologetics for Luke 2.
There's somebody in the comments named Nobody that keeps coping.
Yeah, he's coping hard.
Yeah.
Lamar, I'm just going to tell you, Quirinius did this census in... Yeah, he ran. In 680.
Of course he ran.
680. So Jesus was both born before 4 BCE, and he was born after 6 CE. One of these have to be a lie. The Bible lies.
Yep. It's
you were right. Oh, he's back.
All right. I don't know if you heard the last part, but Lamar.
All right, I'm back.
So
I'm back.
Hold on, Lamar. So in Matthew, or is it Mark?
Matthew.
Is it Mark? In Matthew, it says he's born in 4 BC. Now, if we go to Luke, it says that he was born under the census of Quirinius, right? Mm-hmm. Which is in 6 CE, right? In the current era, right? Right? So this means that the account in Matthew contradicts the account in Luke. They can't both be the same at the same time. Are you running again, Lamar? Are you there? Can you hear me?
Lath, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm sorry. We don't have any other guests.
No, wait, I'm there. Can you hear me?
So which one is the truth? Is it the account in Matthew or is it the account in Luke? One of them is a lie. Which one is the lie?
It's a 10-year gap at best.
Here's the thing, okay?
Which one is the lie and which one's true?
Which one is the lie? Which one is true? You have to look that up yourself to determine that.
It contradicts itself.
It's a logical
contradicting each other.
contradiction.
But then if you feel
I
like
don't
it's a
have to look it up.
contradiction, then why don't you look it up?
Hold on a second. This is in the Bible. This is in Matthew 2 and in Luke 2. Right?
Okay.
One of them contradicts the other one. Can it be both at the same time? And the
No,
Bible
it
is
can't.
true?
The contradiction.
Or
Okay.
one
Now,
is lying. One has
let's
to
get
be
it.
a lie.
You
Which
said
means
the
the
book of
Bible
Mark.
lies.
Hold on.
It's
The
either,
book of
hold on,
Mark
listen. Hold on, Lamar.
and
It's
the
either a contradiction, rendering it being a
okay.
illogical and
Listen,
incoherent book, or
I hear
one
you.
is a lie, rendering
I
it a
hear
dishonest
you.
book. So
I,
is it a contradiction? Is the Bible a contradiction, or is it dishonest? Those are
can
the only two options.
I hear you. Let's figure it out together, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. Now, you said the book of Mark and the book of Matthew, correct?
Matthew and Luke.
And
Mark
Luke.
doesn't have a
Okay.
birth story.
The book of Mark and yeah, actually it does. We'll just take it
No,
out.
the book of
Mark
Luke.
and
The book of Luke.
It was not taken out.
There's
Luke.
nothing
Hold
in
on, hold on.
Mark about Jesus' birth. It's in Luke and in Matthew.
Okay, the book of Matthew and the book of Luke, right?
Yep. In Matthew, it says Jesus is born during the reign of King Herod, which would be at the latest 4 BC. Now,
Okay.
the census in Luke is the census of Quirinius, which
Mhm.
is at the earliest 6 CE. So it's
Okay.
either the case that he was born in 4 and Luke lied and it's 6, or it's not 6, or Matthew lies and it's in 6 CE. Which one is it? Which one is the lie?
Okay. Now let me look. It says Matthew and Luke provide a complementary, distinct accounts of Jesus'
What
birth.
says?
Wow.
Wait, hold on, Lamar. What are you reading from?
Google.
Google?
He loves Google. He loves
Yeah.
it.
That's how. Listen, it, like when you go,
What did you
like,
type
listen,
in? Hold on, Lamar. What did you type in?
Yeah. I typed in Book of Matthew. Book of hold on. Book of Matthew verse Luke. Jesus' birth. Was it a contradiction?
Huh? What does it say?
I'm gonna read it to you what it says. It says Matthew and Luke provide a complementary, distinct narratives of Jesus' birth, focusing on different aspects. Matthew on Joseph and the Magi, Luke on Mary and the shepherds. While they share core details like Bethlehem, birth, and Nazareth upbringing, they appear to contradict on the timeline of returning to Nazareth versus fleeing to Egypt. Now, the key differences in reconciliation efforts. Now, it says, highlights that Matthew has the family fleeing to
Hold
Egypt.
on,
to
Lamar.
escape Herod.
Lamar.
I'm just reading it so we can get to the point.
Lamar, stop.
See, the thing is, y'all want me to
got
just
to the
voice
point.
my opinions and say,
wait, stop.
Lamar, we
I'm trying to
want
get too
you-
fast.
We want you to actually care about what the
I
Bible
do
says.
care.
You don't.
I
You
do.
care about what
Listen
Google
to what I'm
tells
saying
you
to
to
you.
think. You care
Hold
what
on,
Google
Lamar.
tells you to think, Lamar, not what the Bible actually says.
I'm going to tell you what the Bible
You just
says.
read.
The Bible
Hold on, Lamar. You just said these two accounts contradict each other. You just read that, right? You just read that to us, right? He's probably still yelling. Hey, Joyful, while you're here, my friend Yodi in the comments, I think he would be a great addition to the team, possibly, if you're looking on expanding.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. So what I'm
We'll
saying
talk
to you
later.
is the Bible, the Bible itself, you're telling me the Bible itself that explains human emotions, characteristics, and morals to the stories to explain a deeper meaning isn't true.
Yes, it's absolutely not. The God of the Bible makes scientific errors when he talks.
Okay,
The
so
God of
you tell me, how
it's
does it
all
make the
historical.
scientific error? You tell me.
In Leviticus 9, it says that rabbits and rock badgers chew cud, and we know scientifically that is not something that happens. And Yahweh is the one that says it. They never have, never will.
What verse?
What?
It says
All right,
what
that's
to
in
the
Leviticus 9.
Leviticus 9. What does it say? It
Yeah,
says
I'll read
rabbit
it verbatim.
cut. It doesn't say
Yep.
rabbit. It says the cow chews the cud.
Nope. It does not.
Where does it say rabbit?
Rabbits chew cud. Leviticus. Oh, it was 11. Sorry, I got my verses mixed up. 11:3 through 8, or 11:6 is easiest. The rabbit, though it chews the cud, does not have divided hooves. It is unclean for you to eat. The rabbits don't chew cud. Why would Yahweh say something scientifically inaccurate if it's true?
Oh my God. Okay, now I'm back. Okay, here we go. Now you said rabbits chew the cud, and it says in the Bible that rabbits chew the cud. Where does it say this at?
Leviticus 11:6.
Okay, let me look this up.
And right before it, it says rock badgers do.
You said 11:6.
Yep. And the verse before it is about rock badgers doing it, and neither.
Okay,
of
so
them
it says. Okay, so it says from the Bible says that the hair, a rabbit, rock, or hyrax, depending on translation, is considered unclean for Israelites to eat. So it depends on the translation. So you have to get the right proper translation. That's a
no hyrax.
A lot of times,
hair. Shut up. Hyrax is a rock badger. Do you know that?
And you know what's funny? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
Hyraxes are rock badgers, Lamar.
You know what sucks? You have to be disrespectful just to prove your point. That's a shame, bro. You have to be disrespectful just to try to prove a point.
No,
that's how.
I cannot handle how dumb you are. I cannot handle it. Hyrax is a rock badger. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what translation. If it says Hyrax or rock badger, same thing. It doesn't matter if it says hare or rabbit. Same fucking thing. You Googling apologetics is just complete dishonesty. All you have to do is read the words. It says rabbits or hares chew the cud. Neither of which are true because a rabbit and a hare are the same goddamn thing.
I think he's indoctrinated. I think is the issue.
Oh, he is heavily. Yeah, I don't think you're dumb, Lamar. I think you're being willfully ignorant because of indoctrination, and it's very infuriating. It's impossible to have a conversation with somebody that can read words on a page and say, nuh-uh.
Yeah. Hey, Flight, how's it going? Can we get your
Good.
age, please?
29.
Sweet, happy birthday. Are you a Christian or a believer?
No, I'm sorry if you're only wanting opposition. I did have a question, though.
Oh. Yeah, what's the question?
So, again, I'm not religious, but what would be your argument on deism? Just creator, but the creator doesn't have anything to do with the world after.
Well, see, there doesn't need to be an argument against a positive claim. The positive claim that there is a creator needs to be demonstrated.
I got you. Yeah. Oh, that's all. I'm guessing just like with Christianity, and then evidence would be the issue.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Oh, but someone could say with deism that just the complexity of the world could be an argument for deism.
No, I don't think that follows. I don't think that complexity indicates design. In fact, the components of design, the two pinnacles of design are simplicity and efficiency, not complexity. Complexity is the opposite of an indication of design.
I got you. Again, that's not my beliefs or anything. I was just kind of in another live that was talking about deism and just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, I don't like arguing against deism because it makes no difference to me if that God exists.
That's true. But I don't see why a creator would create something and then not be interested in it. Would be my issue with deism.
Yeah, I agree. Now, why would you do it? Like, what would be the point?
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll drop down and let y'all try to get some mops.
Right on.
Okay,
Thanks,
cool.
bye.
Wild. Oh, man. Well, it goes to show that no matter what you tell somebody, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them think. You know?
Yeah, it is. Tiny, I love your way of dealing with them. They just drive me nuts, dude. I can't, like, especially like when my ADHD is bad. It is bad. Like, I can't handle it. It's like my kids, I tell them to clean their room. They tell me that they did. I go in there, look, I'm like, you did not clean your room. And they will argue with me that their room is clean, though I'm looking at it and it's not. And it's like the same thing with grown ass adults. And it's just like, the room isn't fucking clean. Look at, I can see it with my fucking eyes.
Like, do you have no shame? You know, like,
yeah,
it's weird.
Also, the constant like saying Google AI was like some sort of authority and knowledge was just like wild. Like, if you think that you are like, you're the kind of person that falls prey to like all the grok shit and like, I don't know.
Yeah, the only grok that I recognize is from the movie where the prince turns into a llama. That's the only grok I give a shit about.
Yeah. Guys, thank you for being here. Tap them likes. It's 8:30. We're only live for a little longer, guys. Tap the likes. Try to get us to at least 15K, please. I appreciate all of you. One last time, we do have a person in the community. If there's anybody new in here and you can contribute, if you send any money to my Cash App or Venmo, it will go straight to this woman. She has a child that is autistic and needs a cubby bed. They are very, very expensive, and her baby's too. She doesn't get like any sleep out of worry for her baby, and so I think that as a community, if we can help, we should. So if you can donate to that, anything that I get in my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal will go directly to her to help her out with that and other, like, with a kid with really bad autism, there are a lot of things you need. So it's not even just that, but that's a good start to try to help. What does this community believe in? I am an atheist. I think everybody is either atheist or a Satanist that is in our, or agnostic, pure atheist, or Satanist that are our official hosts for the TSP. So that's kind of like where we are at. And when I say Satanists do not believe in Satan. They believe in love for oneself. Basically, you uphold yourself as God, which is, and yeah, secularism is a lot of what we talk about, like the secular worldview, things that aren't dictated by a God. And yeah. Pagans and things like that are also part of the community a lot of times, because they don't really hold too much to God in the same way Christians, Muslims, and people of that nature do. Spiritually, I don't hold to anything spiritually. I have friends that do, that are even agnostic, but they still hold to spiritual things. I think that I'm a physicalist. I believe that everything is physical in nature. But that is my position. That's what makes the most sense to me through the research I've done. But I can always be convinced of something new. It just takes evidence provided to get me there. Other than that, if you're not part of the TSP Discord, we have a Discord, and we have a lot of fun in there. We joke around a lot, but also there are parts for LGBTQ folks that need help to get resources. We are starting up a nonprofit for LGBTQ youth here soon to make sure they are provided with things that they need. A lot of times LGBTQ youth are removed from their parents, kick them out. Their family disowns them, all sorts of things that LGBTQ youth have to deal with, and providing safe spaces for them and resources is something that we really want to look for in our community. We have a mission statement I'm trying to pull up here for our Discord. If I can. My computer is so slow today. Our community... Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Yeah, if you click on the link at the very top where it says the secular perspective, you can find a link in the bio for this profile here, and it'll get you to the Discord.
And if you have a problem with the link itself, you can copy the link and put it in your bar in your internet search, and it will take you there. Because sometimes clicking on it, it will tell you it's expired, but all you have to do is copy link, go to your Google, put the link into your URL, and it will take you there, and you'll be in. But, yeah, I turned it on forever, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It may or may not work. But anyway, our mission statement for our community over on the Discord is: our community exists to uplift and support atheists and LGBTQ individuals by providing a welcoming space where everyone can be their authentic selves. We foster respectful conversations, mutual encouragement, and shared learning free from judgment or discrimination. Together, we aim to build friendships, promote well-being, challenge harmful stigmas, and celebrate the diversity of the human experience. This is a place for community, empowerment, and positive connection where every member's voice matters. And we mean that. We mean that over at the TSP, and we try to maintain that safe space. We've had to remove even atheists for bigotry. We keep a tight ship over there, and you are not safe from being removed, no matter what you believe. If you are a bigot or say something racially not okay, you will be immediately removed. There are lesser things like, I don't even know what. There are lesser things where you will get reprimanded, but that's an immediate removal. Bigotry and racism will not be tolerated.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great atheist people online, such as this community here on TikTok. Then we've got people like on the line or on the Atheist Experience. We've got a huge atheist community. There's recovery from religion. There's also secular humanist organizations, and there's people out there. I don't know what a spirit is or what spirituality is. Happiness, I have no idea what that's referring to. As far as I know, that's just like emotions, thoughts, or feelings. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Secular Student Alliance, that's also another one. I know that there's a lot of things, there's a lot of philosophical debates out there that are happening too. When it comes to like the fundamental source of everything in the universe, I'm more of a quietist, like a philosophical quietist, but I lean more towards physicalism because it's more well evidenced, but I still don't think that like minds are causal to matter, if that makes sense. No guest can say metaphysical for the rest of the show. Well, let me do it. Metaphysical.
To explain something to you, I am happy. So we are both hosts here, me and Tiny. This is Tiny Smawz. He runs his own lives. I run my own lives. We have 6 other hosts. So sometimes when you show up here, neither of us will be here. There'll be somebody else in that box and then somebody else here. Sometimes it will be one of us with somebody else. It just really depends. Next time is going to be one of our guys, Lobes, and then we're going to have Redheaded Trouble, Elizabeth, and they are going to be here doing it. So it's always
she's down
changing.
here in the comments. Redheaded Trouble.
Well, that's Thursday. Tomorrow, I guess I'm live again, but with Amelia, another one of our hosts. So it's always changing. There isn't one singular host or singular person that this is tied to. There are 3 people in charge of it. Me and Sunny's been in the comments, and then Lobes. We are in charge of it, kind of birthed this, and then we have official hosts that we also bring in on making some decisions, things like that, and kind of bringing the shows. The hosts are a lot of what bring these shows to life.
It's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday here on TikTok on this channel here, this one right here. And it's from 5 p.m. Central till 9 p.m. Central.
Yes, we all share
Monday,
the same
Tuesday,
ideology for the most part. Me and Tiny, like there were times where Tiny didn't agree with something I said, but that isn't something like fundamental. There's nothing fundamentally that me and Tiny are going to disagree on that is going to cause any type of issue with the goal of the show. Like we might disagree. Like I'm a complete physicalist. Tiny might not be a complete physicalist. Yeah, it just sort of like. I have a friend that's a determinist. I am not. I am more of a compatibilist. Those types of things are going to be different from one atheist to another.
Yeah.
Whatever they find convincing.
Does it take 5 of us streaming together to form a large atheist robot? Seculatron?
Maybe. Why are y'all discussing wiping?
That's Slice. Slice has been on a bidet kick all day. Bidet, mate. I don't know why.
I need to get a bidet. Yeah.
That'd be cool. They have like attachments, like little hoses you can plug into like the back of the toilet to get it to like.
Yeah, I don't know, Tiny. Do we have anybody that hosts that believes in spirit? I don't think we do. I think there's people that think there's a possibility of it.
Oh, are you trying to figure out prediction? I mean, probability has a lot to do with predictions. Like you can calculate the probability of the likelihood of something happening. And that's a lot of what science does, is they use predictions to project things that are possible to happen. I think individuals can do that too, but I don't think this has any sort of spiritual thing. And I think that people do a lot of guessing. I think people believe that they see, feel, and think things are going to happen before they mention it or before it happens. But Candace has some spiritual beliefs. She'll be hosting with me on the 15th, I believe. I think that's
that's true. On the 15th, Candace has some spiritual beliefs. So you may show up then. Candace is a guest host here. She's actually going to get a guest host profile. She has requested it. And I love Candace. I think Candace has a lot of good ideas. And she will be occasionally on here. Especially her and Tiny do a lot of lives together. So I like that combination a lot. I'd like to see that more here on the channel. I think that's awesome.
Hell yeah. Yeah, she's funny too. She knows a lot about the Bible, and she knows all about the bullshit of the Bible as well. Well, thanks, Acid. I appreciate that. Why are you guys still talking about bidets? What is going on today? I don't know. It's still a better conversation than Lamar. What was really weird to me, Joyful, earlier is that Nicodemus kid thinking that I knew who he was. I still have no idea who that guy was.
Yeah, I'm
but
not...
Tiny. Bidets are metaphysical.
the water that comes out of it's metaphysical.
The metaphysical cleansing of a bidet.
All the shit particles it cleans off of you are metaphysical, Tiny.
I think Leigh loves the word metaphysical. I think metaphysical is her favorite word. And the more we say metaphysical, the better Leigh will be happy, I think. So we got to say metaphysical every few seconds.
She loves it.
Yeah. It's a metaphysical necessity. Or at least the metaphysical is moist. If every American used it today, we would save millions of trees and dollars on fewer hemorrhoids. That's true.
True.
I use my metaphysical grinder to have grounded metaphysics.
I guess you could.
Hell yeah.
I ground all my metaphysics in my brain.
Yeah, if you guys want to follow me on my account, it's tiny_science. That's my account. It has the picture of this bird, but it's like more of a red picture.
Why did you change from Smawz?
Because of Flobby Science. Him and he's Flobby Smawz, and I'm Tiny Science. That's the lore behind that.
The lore.
A lot of people ask me too, like, since your name is Tiny Science, are you talking about quantum physics and quantum particles? And I'm like, not really, no. Ooh, I have an herbal grinder as well. If you guys go to the TikTok shop and look for bidets, you can probably find a bidet on the TikTok shop. I don't know if it's a metaphysical bidet though. So there's that. Well, it looks like we don't have any other guests. If anybody wants to request, the bottom of the screen, there's a little button that looks like two people. If you give that a press, a little request button will pop up and you guys can have a conversation. I know that there was probably some people wanting to have a conversation. I don't know if they still do. Jesus is coming. Hashtag get a towel. Huh. So which passage is that in Matthew? I know you said in Matthew chapter 2. Is it just the first one or is it the second verse?
It's just the first verse that says like before Jesus was born, before something that Herod did. So you know that he had to have been born before Herod died.
Right.
You would think.
Yeah, Styx was telling me about this contradiction recently. Oh, there's this guy too. Do you know this guy? Joyful? This
What?
everlasting God stopper.
Oh
guy?
yeah, I love everlasting.
Hey, friends. Yeah, and additionally in Luke, the first chapter of Luke talks about Mary going and visiting Elizabeth, right? John the Baptist, and they're both pregnant at the same time. And it says that that's happening during the reign of King Herod the Great. So then you flip over to Luke chapter 2, and it says that he's born under the reign of Quirinius, under the census. So that means Luke is saying that Mary was pregnant for 10 years. It's another wild thing that people just look right past and don't think twice about. Yeah, it's bizarre. It's a well-ordered account that Luke's giving.
That reminds me of the Justin Martyr saying that there are time-traveling demons to try to mess with the consistency of the Bible.
Yeah. Yeah, because he recognized that Dionysus and the Feast of the Gods is identical to the Last Supper, drink my blood, eat my flesh. He recognized this, and his answer was, oh, well, demons just went back in time and imitated Jesus. That's all. No big deal.
The fuck? That's so weird. Hey, SCG Enjoyer, can we get your age for TikTok purposes, please?
23.
Happy birthday. Are you a believer in God?
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
The Christian one.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. So, what makes you believe in that?
Oh, well, I mean...
Thanks, Everlasting.
Sorry?
Oh, I was saying thanks to Everlasting. He was dropping down.
Okay. So, what makes me believe in him? I mean, there's many evidence. There's a couple of main arguments that hit me for the existence of God, and my God in particular.
What's the best one?
A couple share the first place. Like, for example, the prime mover argument, for the general existence of a deity. Essentially, you have to go back, and you either end up with infinite regress or you end up with a uncaused cause. Let's call it that. Let's not yet give it a conscious.
Okay, so let's just play along with the argument here and say that there is an uncaused cause, even though I don't grant that's actually the case. But let's just do it for argument's sake. Let's say that there is one. How are we linking that to the God of the Bible?
I see. Well, I mean, that's just like the beginning to that's the thing that convinces me that
I
there
understand.
is...
That's fine. I understand that's fine. But how are we linking this to the God of the Bible?
Well, because of of all the other options, that's the one that seems more likely to me, because out of all those creation stories, that's just the one that's how to say it, the most kind of accurate, let's say, because you've got like the Hindu,
Wait, hold on. SCG,
Mhm.
how is it more accurate?
Oh, well, if you look at the explanation and stuff, you see like I'm gonna
What
give some
explanation
parallels
are you
from
referring
the
to?
modern world. So let's say, for example, the flood story. Whether or not you want to take it literal, there was like a shit ton of floods. Yeah, sorry, I'm
At different
my brain
times.
stopped. My brain stopped working. I'm sleepy. Sorry.
Okay.
Have a great night anyway.
Oh, okay.
What just happened? He just goes, okay, well, my brain's
I'm
sleepy.
sleepy.
Have a good night. Well, I mean, when you're done, you're done.
He just gave up.
Tiny, thank you so much for kind of taking tonight, because my brain is everywhere but anywhere. But tomorrow I will have my medicine before I go on with Amelia, so I should be a little more on point. A little more on point. Guys, we are going to go over to the Discord now and do our little live over there. So if you are part of the Discord, jump in, talk to us, hang out. We'll be there for probably about a half hour or so. So I will see you over there. I'm going to drop down, Tiny. You can say your byes and shut her down.
Sounds good. I think all I gotta say is I'm sleepy. I don't think my brain's working right. I'm sleepy. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, I really appreciate everybody for coming. Thank you so much for all the gifts. Thank you for saying metaphysical a lot of times. I know Lathe appreciates that metaphysically. I appreciate also you guys being here both actually and metaphysically. Thank you for that. Thank you for following. Follow me on my main account, tiny_science. If you want, here, I can type it out in the comments. Maybe, hold on. So you guys can follow my mains accounts. If I can find the underscore, there we go. And that's my main name. I love you guys too. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Joyful, Sunny, and Lobes, for coming up with this idea. This is a fantastic idea. And it's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Shocking. It's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Every week here on TikTok under this account right here, The Secular Perspective. It's 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Don't be shocked. It can be a shocker, but it's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, whether it's physical or metaphysical. We will have a show here. Lathe, thank you for being so metaphysical with us, and I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Thank you for following, for liking, for sharing, for having such an awesome community here. And remember, there are two types of people in this world.